Hello, and welcome to Final Show Films. I'm John, or Senstaku, as you might know me on Twitter, the executive producer here, and I just want to thank you for watching. It really means a lot to us that people watch, listen to, and enjoy our shows. If you want to help us keep making these shows as fun and lively as they can be, please join your fellow fans in supporting us at our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms or by subscribing to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/finalshowfilms. It really means a lot to us that the amount of you who do support us continue to do so, especially our $25 plus tier supporters on Patreon. Antitonic, Cat Waterflame, Samantha Bates, Maureen Monty, and Gravity Alexander. Every little bit helps, so thank you to all of our patrons and subs. Check us out on Twitter at Final Show Films and on our website at www.finalshowfilms.com for updates, go-live notifications, and more. We love interacting with you, so feel free to tweet at us or email us at finalshowfilms@gmail.com. That being said, please relax and enjoy. And we're live. And I don't know why I'm laughing.
I don't know either.
I'm
but
laughing because Jeremy started
it's
laughing.
funny.
Hello, everybody. Jeremy, I don't know what happened, but you started laughing and I can't stop now.
You're welcome.
Is the destiny clear?
Yes, it's clear. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Star Wars Twilight Nights. I'm John. I'm your game master for the evening. Joining me today is Jeremy.
Hi, my name is Jeremy. I am playing Ilyana, Death and Miriam,
Mystic.
person.
We're so ready.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not. You are certainly a
Oh,
person.
look, and for once I got a dark side point.
Good job.
Hey, William.
Hi, I'm William, and I'm playing Gorsarath, the Sith pureblood Makashi duelist, and I'm contributing that light side point that I apologize because I'm probably about to immediately steal it.
And Holly.
I'm Holly. I'm playing Gazia, pureblood Sith Juyo Berserker.
Yay!
And Roll Destiny. And one light side. And Mara.
Hi, I'm Mara, and I'm playing Nerese, a droid consular healer and dark side.
And Jack.
Hey everybody, I'm Jack. I'm playing Graz Tatha, one half of the Wookiee twins and the current Xi'an expert. One dark side.
And Aaron.
I'm Aaron. I am playing Kitty, the other half of the Wookiee twins, and the alchemist. Right side.
And Craig.
Hi, I'm Craig. I'm playing Kraktopa, the Quarren Sentinel Artisan, and I am waiting for my two light side.
Face.
Die.
I don't feel as
Also-
bad about taking the light sides now.
Also, Craig, your beard has reached a level of out of control where it can now substitute for your Quarren tentacles.
My goal is to get it so that it's the same size as my dwarven Twitter avatar.
There you go.
I'm completely from home at this point. I am not trimming it until I have to leave the house and appear in civilized society again.
Anyways. Star Wars Twilight Nights, Episode 12. That's not the title. I changed that. Why is this document not updating correctly? There you go. Episode 12.
Hell of a title there.
Finding the Path. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. The year is 3643 BBY, before the Battle of Yavin, 10 years after the Treaty of Coruscant was signed. I didn't write anything further because you're all still in the middle of attacking a slaver compound, so in the words of Philip DeFranco, let's just jump into it. So, you have just finished clearing out a horde of security guards. Oddly, an alarm klaxon there was an alarm klaxon blaring. It cuts off. And you hear the sounds of something clamping down, which most of you can probably assume is like security or blast doors or something, like the station is going into lockdown. You could hear the sound of feet approach, booted feet approaching, and one of your, we'll say, Graz's comlink goes off.
Do we still?
Click.
Do we not still have the one group of security guards?
Yeah, I thought we were mid.
Oh, that's right. There are still.
Done. We could be
That's
done.
right. There are still two groups
We
of
don't
things.
need to deal with them. They can just disappear.
This is still
They
going
could just
to.
keep it.
There are still 10 more security guards in front of you, but also
Damn it.
Graz's comlink goes off.
Yep. Click. Yes.
Just letting you know, I've put the station in lockdown. You hear Zelda's voice coming over the comlink as blaster bolts continue to fly in the background.
We will finish scrubbing the halls down here then.
And it is the first PC slot.
I would like to go, please. So, first off, as an incidental out of turn, now that I have the intense presence ability, I'm going to flip one of our light sides and regain 4 strain, please.
Sure.
As soon as it decides to realize that I had flipped a light.
Speaking of flipping points, did the 2 people who are above the threshold, if there are any, flip?
I don't think anybody is above or below
Oh.
threshold.
Anymore.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah,
There's-
nobody's above 80 right now, I don't think.
And I don't think
We-
anybody's
we
below
might-
20 either.
We might spontaneously flip 2 light side in a second because I clicked the button twice and nothing's.
I like how the there's the up.
There's
yep.
one. Let's see if the second one comes through in a second.
I do like how Roll20's API just sort of goes into slowdown mode as soon as we start. Like it'll wait until that point. It waits specifically until we start,
Yeah.
and then it all goes bad.
Mhm.
If the second one comes up, just flip the light side back.
Yeah.
And then Corsarath is just going to step into engaged with the remaining group of
So maneuver to step forward.
yeah. And then is going to attack.
I'm actually going to use a dark side point to upgrade the difficulty of your attack.
Oh,
You're gonna
never mind then.
get the-
Okay.
I started
Let me-
talking in the
let me
middle of
reroll
you
it.
rolling that, so.
Yeah. Let me reroll it.
Where's my cheat sheet? It's not here.
Even better. I actually hit.
Oh, good.
And I am. Let me see. I have things I can spend on that advantage. Advantage triumphs combat. I'm going to
Regain a strain.
regain another strain. Yeah.
Dealing 6 damage. You stab through one of the guards.
And now that I'm in melee with them, my defensive quality comes into play.
It does. Another PC slot.
Who else? I
Okay.
apologize. It's been a week. Who's still in combat? In direct combat.
We all are.
Crack and Kitty are the only 2 that aren't in the hallway right now.
Yeah, you
Yep.
were like in the
Mhm.
fog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of us are
in front
in-
of Avazi at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Crack-
right. Yeah, you had run.
That's right.
in.
Crack is on. Crack
Kitty's
is-
I
the
think-
one who's in the back because I was trying to clear the smoke.
Yep.
You did.
Graz is going to use their maneuver to get into melee with the blaster boys.
Okay.
And dive in on that whole shenanigan.
Are they after Scrooge McDuck again?
Probably. Stay the fuck away from my money pit.
I'm gonna flip a dark side to upgrade you.
Okay, I will upgrade that once then. And
Good.
where?
That's more light side for me to siphon if I suddenly take a bunch of strain damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So despair, but no failure. Because that got canceled out.
I still get to spin the despair though.
You still get to spend shit. But that is 9 damage for each one and sunder. I don't think.
What do I get to do with a despair?
mean, I can tell you what I know you can do with a despair.
There are lots of things I can do with a despair.
Jack,
Like-
does your suggestion involve shoving it somewhere?
No.
It was said potentially with that angle to it.
Not necessarily. I mean, that is
Okay.
certainly a choice that is
so
open to the story.
I'm going to spend that despair to damage your weapon. So your
Okay.
lightsaber goes down a step in quality. So go ahead and drop it from new
Alrighty.
to minor.
New to minor.
As you swing in mightily with this lightsaber, dealing 7, 8, 9 damage. Just cutting in, ripping through one person and stabbing into the one that the second one that Korsrath had sort of grazed with his initial fray, thus killing 2 of them. But in that, sort of in that Wookiee rage kind of thing, you grip your lightsaber and twist in the middle of the slash, and your hand hurts suddenly as something sparks, as it seems like you've accidentally damaged your own lightsaber from the force of your swing. Getting a little too into it, as it were.
Yep, that's him.
NPC slot. One of the minion group that is still at 5, is going to pull out knives and shank Graz.
Cool.
Do you have any defensive quality?
Not currently, nope.
Cool. Then shank. Shanked.
Ooh.
4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Pierce 2, so your soak is reduced by 2.
Okay.
As 5 of these guys pull out knives and just begin to Julius Caesar you.
Pile on me, yep.
And it's a PC slot.
I had a question for you. Can I do anything when I'm incapacitated?
No.
Okay.
You are stuck, basically.
I unfortunately that's actually a question I wanted to ask.
Mhm.
I had a stim pack, but I think I used it on Graz.
Also, well, Avasi is
Graz
incapacitated
has
from
not had any
Avasi is also
vaccines on it.
incapacitated from strain damage, not wounds.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I can.
I
help-
will.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go. I will jump ahead and whip some fucking people. Sort of push past crack, up to future
Mhm.
victims
Yeah,
or
Crack,
current victims. I
Crack's
guess I
not
should
looking to
say.
move forward. Crack's in an
Yeah.
entirely defensive position.
Yep. Although, really, I guess it's future victims too, because future, past, present, they're all the same to
I'm gonna
Liliana.
Let's put another dark side to
Um,
upgrade your attack too.
Okay. Well, my attacks are really hard, so I'm gonna spend the light side to turn that right back around.
All right, so upgrade both the attack and
Yep.
the difficulty.
So 1, 2, that's all on this. 1, 2, one step back to difficulty, correct?
Yes,
Okay, that's what I had in there from last time, so I assumed it was.
correct.
But
oh yeah, I forgot to add that setback into Graz and Korsrath. That's fine, but yes, one step back to difficulty. Ooh, failed,
so that was a lot of things.
but a triumph.
Nice. Oh no, you missed, but
Yeah, I missed.
Gah.
You can still spend those advantages and triumphs, though.
Yeah. I'm looking for the thing.
Would it make it easier if I sorted the quick references folder by alphabet?
Probably, yeah.
Yes, it absolutely would.
Boom. Fixed it.
Alphabet or subcategory, yeah.
So I will I will spend those three advantages to recover 3 strain because I have 9 strain currently.
It's a good thing to use those on.
And I will use the triumph to upgrade the difficulty of the group that I attacked, I suppose, because it says targeted characters.
Yeah.
Next check.
Yeah, so it would be the minion group.
Because they're all trying to avoid the crazy laser.
Exactly,
The laser rope flying at them.
The light whip flashes through, and they become very preoccupied with evading that.
Right, exactly.
Which is good because it's now their turn. So they have
good.
their difficulty. But there are also only 3 of them left. So.
And then they're still going to manage to shank someone.
They're gonna try to shank. Yeah, they're gonna all pile on the Wookiee.
No concern for the Sith.
That's what I'm here
I
for.
was gonna say there's a lot. They're being attacked by a lot of people. To be fair,
They're being attacked. Yeah, they're being
it's
attacked
hard
by.
to make a choice.
The Wookiee is the biggest and most obvious target.
Like there are no bad choices for them, but also no good ones.
Yeah.
Days fuck no matter what.
When you're trapped between the Rancor and the Squiggoth, you attack the Rancor because the Squiggoth you can't really hurt.
I hate Star Wars and 40K.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, yes, you're not going to be able to do jack shit to a Squiggoth. Sorry.
They hit.
I tried.
4 damage. Pierce 2. Graz.
Okay.
Might not make it through your hide.
No, my soak is 5, so they managed to nick me 1.
I mean, you succeeded in reducing
made
their. You removed one of their successes and an advantage.
I
so.
made it harder. Yes.
Uh-huh.
All right, PC slot.
Am I, before I grab this, am I close enough to actually do anything or no?
You're 2 maneuvers away from the guards. 1 maneuver away from where Avasia and Crack and Nerees are.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm taking a maneuver to get over. Action to try and sort of grab or move Avasia, whichever is most appropriate for the way she is incapacitated.
Yeah, you pick
And
up
then
sling over.
Train for an additional maneuver to get out of there.
Yeah. You as some of you are forming sort of a defensive barricade around Avasia, who is just not there right now. Kitty comes in, just fireman carry, swoops Avasia up and bolts back out.
I am
being careful not to cut yourself with a lightsaber.
That's fine. It's fine. For reference, heading for, we had some cover previously. I was actually started combat behind it, heading in that direction.
Yeah, so you start heading for the cargo.
Not gonna make it there, but and it's 2 drain for
the extra move.
That.
Crack, as Kitty comes up, Crack will say, I'll make sure none of them get past. Both of you find somewhere safe.
There's a sort of sheer look of agreement, but I want to emphasize that it is just like, oh, because it's made me right now.
I'll see if I can get your sibling to you.
Jack did it. I can't. But... Chewbacca noises.
Brackets, Chewbacca noises. Next PC slot.
How far at this point? How far is Crack from Graz?
A maneuver, I think.
Yeah, 1 maneuver.
Excellent. Crack will brace himself, hold out the saber. It's still in a defensive position, and then reach out with the force. This is I'm assuming it's okay if I take this slot.
Yep.
Is that okay? Okay. Brace himself.
No, not that you said it now, but
reach out with the force and try to pull Graz to him with move.
How much move do you have?
I have upgraded it heavily.
Cool.
What?
I have upgraded it to be able to use it to move engine parts. I assume Graz is okay.
Hang on. So yeah,
He's
if
still
as
a
long
roll.
as he's
Still
silhouette
gets
one,
to
so
resist,
long
but-
as you can move silhouette one, then you can move Graz.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I sort of I thought you were going to say I assume that the Graz is an engine part.
Well, really,
I don't know why. My mind just went in
Go
that
ahead.
direction and was surprised when you didn't.
Is there a contested roll that I can make for this?
Well, we have to see if he succeeds first. So go ahead and roll your force
Okay.
die.
Let's see. Because I mean, right now Graz is just sort of being piled on by everybody, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. I'm just gonna hit this button and hope it does the thing.
So you should make sure you have no difficulty in your pool, otherwise it'll add difficulty to it.
I have a lot of difficulty in my pool for some reason.
Because you were trying to do difficult things.
And I'm hitting. Okay. I'm gonna need to reload because it's not doing anything.
Well, it's also Roll20's API.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You joked that it was when it happened, but honestly, it's pretty much 24/7 at this point. We even have this problem like in the early morning game
Yeah.
that there's
And-
delays and stuff.
Yeah.
So
That's a time slot that's great for anyone.
Yeah,
waiting
like
for the dice-
everybody is in the world is using Roll20 at this point.
While we're waiting for the dice to reappear, I think I had already tried to already healed Avasia, and I can't remember who else I healed last.
You
session,
definitely attempted to
because-
heal Corsorath. Corsorath's
Yeah.
been attempted to be healed by everyone who can do healing stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it popped up. If you ignore the difficulty stuff, I got one light side.
Yeah, so with the one light side, which means you can indeed affect a move. So Graz, if you want to resist being pulled, you can give me it'll be a difficulty 3 resilience check.
And Crack will shout out towards Graz as he's doing this. Graz, come on, let's fight them together.
So Graz, you just feel you try to keep your feet, but the force is hard to
Mhm.
resist, and you pull.
Yeah.
You feel yourself sliding back as this invisible force grabs and pulls you away from the people who are stabbing you.
Okay.
Leaves Corsorath completely alone with them.
Well, no, Ilyana's
That's
up there
not
too.
true. Jesus Christ, William, I'm there.
Yeah. Crab
For like
is
the seventh
"Let's
round in a
fight together."
row.
Grabs Graz away from the group of them.
I'm not going over there. There's a lot of them. How badly injured does Graz look at this point?
You're muted, Jack.
At this point, I mean, it's probably difficult to tell. They've taken some licks, but they don't seem to be slowing down at all.
I mean, they're also definitely bleeding in the fur, but
Yeah, there's some blood in the fur, but we call that, Tuesday.
It's called just had another combat.
Yeah. Is Corsorath more injured than Graz at this point, or how is Corsorath?
Probably.
I don't know actually, because a lot of the damage that Corsorath has been taking is strain, and he's suddenly stopped caring about that.
Yeah.
It's because
I think-
it's all really a mix. Like everybody on the front line is super fucked up right now in various forms.
Well, Craig is more scared of Corsorath than he is of Graz, so I'm gonna stick with this decision no matter what. And Crack will say, if Graz looks pissed, Crack says,
Graz looks extremely pissed.
Crack looks up and goes, pull my arms off afterwards. Pull theirs off now. But wanted to get you out of the stabbing. And he makes a helpful, illustrative gesture.
Next PC slot.
No gesture. That looks like you're presenting
So,
your arm.
Again, just the sort of groans that are Sherry. There's a we're supposed to do sound from the corner.
So,
Listen, I'm just gonna say, if you guys kill Crack while Avazia's unconscious and Ilyana is looking in the other direction,
Yeah, don't
there
kill
will
Crack
be
unless
hell to
everyone's
pay.
It's fine.
either Nereus or
Ross has a
Avasia. Who wants to go- who wants to
temper,
take the
but they
next slot?
know damn well that you don't kill Steel.
Well, I'm not getting near that. So they're angry. I don't want to be near that.
To fix
Uh,
strain.
So I guess I'll go forward and try and hit something.
There is Avasia.
Nice.
Yeah. I am going to take one maneuver to get up there. Second maneuver, take 2 strain to aim. And I'm gonna swing with that lightsaber I had out.
Hell yeah, murder droid.
So I get a
Boost die.
boost die. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
And these
And
guys
it's
have a
difficulty 2?
defensive quality, yeah?
So yeah, it'd be difficulty 2 with 1 setback die.
Oh, yes, but wait, do I?
You don't
Hang
remove
on,
setback
sorry.
die for attacking.
I get a setback die?
Yeah, because they
Yeah,
have the
'cause
defensive
they have
quality.
defensive.
Ah, got it. Thank you. So black. I have accurate 1. Does that?
Accurate means
Yeah,
you add
that's-
another
yep.
boost die.
Yeah, that's in my modifiers already. Okay, I got it. All right.
Advantage.
There's a lot of advantages to there.
No hit.
All right.
You miss, but you can spend those advantages.
I will. Hang on. Let me see what I can do with them. Well, I guess I'll spend 1 to recover a strain.
Okay.
Because why not?
Would you like to spend any of them to give Avasia a boost die on their next roll?
Oops, I just closed it. Why did I do that?
You can spend any number of those to give boost die to
Yeah.
the next person's roll.
Sorry. Yeah, I'll do it's 2 to get a boost. Actually, I won't recover the strain. I'll keep my strain because I have not done hardly anything in combat. I'll do 2 to Avasia, so you get a boost for your next check, and I'll do 3 for me, for +1 melee defense because I'm up there and I'm scared.
All right, you
It's,
gain
it's
defense.
worth, it's worth noting, you only need 1 advantage to give the boost die to the next person in line. It's 2 to give it to someone specific.
There's only
Which
one.
if
can
you're
also
giving
be
it to-
you.
So if you're
Okay.
giving it to Avasia, you can
Yeah.
just spend 1
Okay.
or 2 for that matter.
Yeah. 2. Would that add 2 boost die? Do they stack or does it not
Yeah,
stack?
yeah, it stacks.
Okay. I'll do it that way then. Sorry. 2 boost die.
Okay.
Why did
Avasia.
I write it like that then?
Avasia. Unless it specifically says they don't stack, in which case.
Oh.
If it specifically says they don't stack, then they don't stack.
It
But
does
if
not say they don't stack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically the 1-for-1 is the next allied character, which is the next
And
person who
me.
takes a turn, and the one that costs 2 is any allied
Any
character's
allied
next check, which can
Okay.
also be you.
Yeah, so the way you
Okay.
the way you parse that is you have a list of initiative.
Mhm.
The next initiative slot, whoever takes that, will get a boost die if you spend 1.
Okay.
If
yep,
you
so you can
spend
do
2,
that and then
you can
take
give it
the
to somebody
first.
who's already gone. So
Yeah.
it's that their next thing. So like if you wanted to give a boost die to Graz, who has already gone
Mhm.
and thus can't take that next initiative slot,
Yeah.
you could spend 2 to give Graz a boost die.
Cool. Nope. So I do 2. So Avasia
So,
gets 2
Avasia.
boost.
Yes.
This only works because you are incapacitated from strain, not wounds. This would not work from wounds, but you can give me a resilience roll with your 2 boost die, difficulty 3.
Okay, how do I roll resilience?
It's a skill.
It's
And am I upgrading this
No, it's just regular 2 difficulty. Or sorry, regular 3 difficulty.
through
but
difficulty?
two boost die, so your
Okay, so
your blue dice. You'll
Blue,
add 2
that's
Yeah.
there. Mhm.
Blue for boost. Okay. You recover 2 strength
okay.
as you manage to shake yourself out of the fog that you've been in. And if you are below your strain threshold, you are no longer incapacitated, but that was your whole turn. Now, start the turn order. PC slot.
Sarath would like to go again. He will take a maneuver to aim and attack. And I have the setback die.
Which in my mind is it's the Italian rapier thrust, where you bring it back, put the pommel in your palm, and then thrust.
Well, he's currently holding it backhanded, so it's actually just sort of hand on shoulder and then drive.
Or you could still do the thrust with it backhanded. It's just
Yeah.
your hands like this rather than like this. So it'll be difficulty 2 with 1 setback die.
Hit and advantage again. I will recover more strength.
All right, and you kill another guy. That minion group is down to 2. Second PC slot.
Since I'm
Raz is going to. Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no, have Iliana go.
okay. I'm up there with him. I will go ahead and just keep the twirling and the all the things.
Become the laser ribbon dancer you always wanted to be.
Right. Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
I feel like there's a fairy tale joke to be made here, but I'm not sure if it's too deep a cut.
All right.
You have more dice than you have difficulty.
Yep. Yes, I do. I 100% do. And yet.
Well, you got some advantages.
Yes, you have
Set 'em
so
up.
many advantages.
I vote you give Graz 4 boost die, but that's just me.
I mean, that would make this fight over faster.
Would it though?
Hopefully.
Or would they all
Maybe.
just roll up blanks?
Yeah, they could always roll blanks.
because those things can roll blanks. It's true.
I think they're half
Well-
blank, aren't they?
You know what? I will I will give the next person 3 and use 1 for another strain because I still have 6 out of 11.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, definitely take care of
You
yourself.
could also use all 4
Like-
of those just for strain.
I
Yeah.
could, but let's kill things.
In PC slots. Well, the 5 that were stabbing Graz no longer have a Graz to stab.
Nope.
So they whip
Another
out their
try.
riot guns and shoot at Graz instead.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's the Wookiee who has killed most of them.
To be fair, this is more dangerous for them.
Double the size. It's
Like,
such a
Shooting
I'm just saying, the remaining front light fighters gotta feel a little bit like, come on!
in it. To be fair, this is gonna suck worse for them if they miss.
Yes, this is true.
Is there anything that I can do defensively, trying to bat
Do you have
blaster bolts
Do
back?
you have any talents that let you do that?
I emphatically do not, but I've seen it. Crack's seen it in the holovids. and would like to try.
I see.
No, batting blaster bolts
He's
back.
read
is
about
what- batting blaster bolts back is what Groz does.
Crack.
Oh,
Crack.
I'm so excited for Grak to bounce those back like into Ilyana and Korsarak's backs or something.
Crack begins flailing his lightsaber and attempting to deflect blaster bolts that are not coming at him.
Oh no, okay. Well, I'm right next to him.
No,
Not targeting you.
They're not targeting you if you don't have a talent that lets you deflect things that
It
are targeting other
depends
people.
on if
then
they
you
get
can't do
auto
it.
fire. If they get auto
Yeah, no, if they trigger their auto
they're also
fire.
coming at you when you can deflect them.
Yes, if they trigger their auto fire and they shoot at you, then at that point you can try to deflect.
I'm just saying, in the fiction, I am clearly right there.
In the fiction.
In the fiction. I've been playing too many Powered by the Apocalypse games. I will get off my soapbox.
One difficulty because they're at short range from Gross.
Yep.
They're about to get shot by their own bolts.
And they are on stun setting because they are still trying. No, fuck it. They're not going with stun setting. They're going to shoot this
No,
motherfucker.
they're not. That doesn't.
I was
yeah.
gonna say, why
Click.
would they go for stun setting to this?
Because they know
Why?
it's easier.
Why are
Activate
these
the strain.
literally the only people that it doesn't work for? This is the only character sheet that their attack roll does not work, and I do not know why.
Because they don't like you. I don't know.
It's so fucking.
I'll
weird.
give them a new sheet next time.
But their vibro knife works fine. Like even within their own sheet, it's not a consistent error.
But presumably you could create another version of this weapon and it would be fine. I'm just filling time. But yeah, well, John tries to figure that out. I probably should go before Avasia because I can
Yeah.
potentially fix up a lot of that strain. I forgot that I had that ability last turn because it's new.
Okay, now the API is just taking forever to roll. This will work. It's just not wanting to roll. Come on, game. Let me shoot my players. Come on.
Yeah. That's what I showed up for. These poor fuckers are gonna die. But let's see if they take minor-
the Wookiee with
Minor
them.
condition means you get
There we
a
go.
setback die.
Oh,
right?
That's what it will be automatically.
Yeah.
same thing 3 times.
Yeah, it'll be the same thing. Wow, they did. They rolled the same thing 3 times.
consistency. That's what you
Well,
want, you guys.
auto fire. All right. Yeah. So they trigger their auto
Bullets
fire.
are in the fiction coming right next to Crank.
Hey, Crack, you got your wish.
So 7 damage to both Groz and Crack.
Okay.
As
Now
they
can
just-
I try to deflect them?
Do you have the reflectability?
Yes, John, I've taken it since we last spoke.
Then no, you can't. You just get
Apply
to
your
soak
soak,
it.
This is not burn damage. This is
No,
Nerys
this is
has
just-
it. So
this is
Nerys
just-
swivels.
This
looks.
is-
Like that's not how you do.
this is just regular wounds.
It's like you see it sort of in Crack's head, and he's skillfully deflecting it, and then everybody else is looking at Crack, and he's going, ah!
Yes.
All right. Nope, still standing.
His Crack.
Oh yeah,
No, Crack's got really
had-
good soak, and this has no pierce.
Yeah,
so-
Crack is
Yeah.
Crack thick.
with 2 C's.
God damn it.
Hey, you said that on purpose.
Legit.
All right. Well, if it's a PC slot up next,
Oh,
Groz
hang
is
on.
going.
Wait, I rolled that wrong. I need to re-roll that.
Oh.
That
Uh-oh.
was this
Which
is
one
the,
of the 3?
this is all of them. This is the minion group of 5, not 3. Hang on.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, that makes it worse. That means their attack roll is not going to be as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they should be rolling with three yellow and 1 green, not 2 yellow and 1
Yep.
green.
I like
Gotcha,
how
gotcha.
I like how the assumption is it's gonna turn out worse because we know how Star Wars dice rolling goes.
Right, exactly.
The more dice you have, the worse you roll.
Yep.
How it always works. Hang on. So re-roll that. So regain those wounds temporarily.
Yep.
My
Be-
deflection
be-
worked.
Beatrice thought it was very important to bring me a Wiimote controller and a TV controller.
Okay.
I believe Aaron might have just accidentally.
Yep, Aaron and
Shifted
Crack
the
swapped
camera.
spaces.
My force powers know no bounds.
I said specifically Aaron and Crack swapped places.
Oh, sorry.
As in Aaron just traded
This is-
places with a corn in the middle of a firefight.
Aaron, the player, is now in Star Wars, dodging blaster bolts. While we continue to wait for Roll20 to get its shit together.
Though, honestly, if I was in Star Wars, I would be less concerned about the I'm going to die of blasters and more concerned about the, oh God, flashing lights, my pain.
Yep.
I mean,
Fair.
But the
Because I
flashing
have
lights-
bad priorities.
The flashing lights will cause you pain in multiple ways.
Yeah, like it is that sort of, oh yeah, I've been shot. But also there are fireworks of light going on and it is unpleasant. It's not a dig at one scene from one of the sequel movies. What are you talking about?
Roll20, I understand that lots of people are using you right now, but I can only scat for so long. So long
That
I
sounds
give
like
up
a you
right at the
problem.
end. There
There
it
it
goes.
goes. Wow.
All right. So
Okay, what's
4
the first
successes
one
and
here?
a triumph. Oh wait, no.
It's
3 successes and an
an
advantage. That's not the. You are correct. It is that one.
Yeah, we're taking the first one. Good.
So okay, auto fire
Am
does
I
not
wrong
trigger.
in saying that with less dice they rolled better?
I mean,
I mean, they got to auto fire with less dice.
yeah,
Yeah.
So they don't get to auto fire, but they do more damage specifically to Graz. So, Graz,
Who has the deflect talent? So
so Graz, you take 9 damage rather than 7.
9 damage. All right.
Crit
But
with
they didn't roll any
that.
threats, so Graz can't bounce it right back at him.
Okay. All right. Well, Graz is going to respond by charging headlong back at them.
All right.
Meanwhile, I imagine that even though no shots came to him, Crack was still like,
Oh yeah, I mean, Craig
Still
was definitely trying. Craig was
viciously.
definitely trying to defend, and then when he
viciously
finally
defending.
opens his eyes, he sees Graz running right back into the combat and goes, "I just fixed that."
fix.
Graz yells over their shoulder, "You didn't fix shit." There we go.
People are fucked. How many times can you crit multiple times if you have enough advantages?
I think it's a binary thing, but
No, it's you either crit or you don't. You don't crit
Yeah.
multiple times.
Mhm.
otherwise that would be fucking broken as hell.
You know, you cannot
yeah, no,
like
because that would auto kill most PCs.
yeah, because I could then hit you for 15 advantages and go, okay, I crit you 4 times.
Yeah.
It would be legitimately
Stack
more
it.
useful to take something with like damage 4 crit 1 than like
Mhm.
damage 7 crit 2.
Yeah.
Though I do think you can choose to use them on not crits, but other things if you want.
Yeah, so Graz is going to recover 5 of the 7 strain that they have, and then also crit.
Okay. So you just insta kill one of them
Jesus Christ.
because minions just
Mhm.
die on crits. And I mean, you insta kill another one of them too. So
Yeah.
okay, there's only 5 left,
Ooh.
And
which also
yeah.
means that this goes away.
And
I'm
you
just-
guys can, and at this point, you guys can probably actively see that Graz is looking fucked up.
All right.
Did you deflect that shot at all?
No, at that point, I had 7 strain out of my 10, so deflecting it would have put me unconscious.
Ah.
That's the other thing about deflection. Or
yeah,
reflex.
you suffer a lot of strain on reflex. So if
you
guys can't keep the strain down.
You suffer a lot of strain on parry as well, but the Makashi Duelist has a lot of ways to either have more strain or recover strain. So
Right, yeah.
All right, it's a PC slot.
I wanted to go.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Aim and stab.
Yep, pretty much. So I get.
Would you like to take 2 strain to aim twice?
Sure.
2 boost die.
I have not gotten injured in this fight, so I'm doing fine.
It gets really bad when you have a person with a sniper talent that lets them upgrade when they aim. So you upgrade twice and then fire.
Here we go.
That's always a cool thing for our healer
Yes.
to say.
Okay.
5.
We're Jedi.
6, 7,
Even our
8,
healers
9.
fuck shit up.
So because Nereus is also like keeping track of how injured people are, because that's what Nereus does, and Nereus is they sort of are doing the Niman disciple techniques, whatever. Deflection. It's looks over at Graz and it's like, but he's not wrong about you being heavily injured, and if you go unconscious like Avasia just did, things get bad fast. And I do
9 damage.
9 damage.
One of the guys with the riot gun tries to shoot the droid, and it's like in the middle of the sentence, the blaster bolt just gets deflected right back into his face. As Nereus is like, deflect and then stab a second one, and 2 more guards go down. Like, arm over here doing
That's
this,
my
Nereus
turn.
turns to Graz and talks.
So
Teaching
across
you.
all the groups that have been firing at us, there's 3 left.
There are 3 left now.
Yeah, okay. There are 3 individual men left.
Yes, 3 individual security guards left out of the 20 you have been fighting in the hallway.
I would like to go next.
Go ahead.
So I am going to use the heal force power, with which upgraded if I only generate using light side points. Also heal strength.
Cool. Go ahead and give me a roll. So that'll be just your force die, no difficulty or
Yep.
anything.
Because I spent 20 XP on a situational upgrade. Okay. So I need to check if I can spend both.
Yes, you can spend both, and they both heal your intellect
Yeah.
worth of stuff.
So, Avasia, you get 8 wounds and 8 strain back.
Yay!
Ooh, nice.
Because
As
heal
Kitty
is
just sort of like life force or mystics at you.
the reason
Awesome.
the reason heal is superior to just medicine.
Yeah. So that is the time I can do that on Avasia, but it worked.
As
you can keep
Avasia, you
using heal
feel
over and over again.
Yeah, it's the heal you can use multiple times, I believe. It's unless it says otherwise. I don't know if it says otherwise on this on the ability
I
itself.
don't see anything saying otherwise. I thought we had a discussion
Yeah,
about it.
no,
last-
it's
Sorry.
doctor's kits are the ones that you can only use once per battle, but heal you can use multiple
okay.
times.
Cool.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm also setting Avasia down. Does setting her down take my maneuver by itself, or
No.
Okay,
That's just incidental.
that's an incidental. And using my maneuver to go back into short range with all of the nonsense.
All right.
Avasia can decide where she wants to go.
Yeah, Avasia, you feel all of your injuries, both physical and metaphysical, knitting themselves back together in this warm radiance.
I said I wasn't going to play healer this game. Oops.
And it's a PC slot.
Avasia.
Right.
She's gonna run back into it.
All right.
She's feeling better.
Much better. So you are
Um,
currently 2 maneuvers away from where the enemies are.
Okay. She will use 2 maneuvers to get
Right.
over there.
So are you wanting to still attack when you get there?
I would like to.
So you'll need to take 2 strain for the second
Okay.
maneuver. Maneuver. And you are back in melee. And you it's going to be difficulty 2, 1 setback die, 1 black die for the attack.
Okay.
No boost die, so make sure you clear those out.
Yeah.
This is why I prefer machines. When you fix them, they stay put.
Oh.
Do they crack?
Several droids
Star
would
Wars.
disagree with you.
Droids
He
never
didn't
stay
say
put.
droids. He said machines.
Fair.
Still.
There
Also-
are a number of hyperdrives that would disagree with you.
I mean, I guess it depends on where you're comparing them. Like, compared relative to the floor, the hyperdrive doesn't move. But relative to everything else, it does.
So that was a failure.
Yeah, so you fail. You still have 3 advantages you can spend however you want, but you run into melee and you swing, and it's a combination of your just aggression plus they're already dancing around the light ribbon that they're just getting out of the way of attacks right now.
Okay.
All right, next PC slot.
We're back up at the top of the round, I think, right?
I don't
no,
think I've gone
Crack
this
hasn't
round.
gone.
Oh no, crack.
Are any of the enemies not engaged right now? Any of the guards?
They are all
Okay.
engaged currently. And there are only 3 of them
Okay.
left.
One is. I get which one has the least amount of Twilight Order members on them?
They are all engaged with all of the Twilight Order
Yeah,
members that are
Okay,
there.
all right, fine. So
Because
okay.
they're all in the
it's-
same
it-
engaged range.
It's just one enemy group at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's one enemy
Alright.
group of 3.
Crack will sigh heavily and then charge into melee and try to make a lightsaber attack.
All right, so 1 maneuver to get into engage and attack, 2 difficulty, 1 setback die.
Breach doesn't do anything to this difficulty, right?
No, breach reduces their ability to soak by 10.
Okay.
Because
Waiting for it to show up.
because breach is pierce on starship levels.
Come on.
You get no sympathy from me.
You get a triumph
Yeah.
and a
Yeah,
threat,
but-
which I'm going to say you take 1 strain from that threat.
Yeah.
What would you like to spend that triumph on?
Oh, I can still spend it?
Yeah,
Yep.
just like
Oh, okay.
advantages. You can still
We are
spend it.
house rolling.
Okay.
Yes.
Steve.
I have made that house rule.
But I can't use it to trigger a crit or anything that is specifically related
yeah,
to
nothing,
the
nothing that would be
successful attack.
specifically related to successful
Okay.
attack, correct.
Let's see.
But like you could use it to regain strain or add boost die to people or whatever.
Yeah.
Or upgrade.
Let's see. Are there are they all they're all holding the same type of weapons?
Yeah, riot guns and vibro knives.
Okay. And they're all at this point using the vibro knives?
They haven't switched back yet because they took a moment to fire.
Okay.
So at the moment they're holding their riot guns, but they will probably switch back to vibro knives as everyone's in melee with them.
Okay. I'm gonna upgrade the allied characters next check. Who's gonna go next,
Probably
folks?
Corserath at the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take it, then I'm gonna use it to upgrade your next check. Not a boost die, but actually upgrade the roll.
Cool.
Right. So we're back at the top of the round. First PC slot. Corserath, I guess, is going.
Aim and take that upgrade and attack.
All right. So boost die upgrade, difficulty 2, 1 setback die.
8 damage.
Kill another one. Down to 2.
Go. Because we are PC next, right?
Yeah, PC next.
right.
Eliana?
We'll also aim. I'll take fucking strain to aim twice. God
Aim
damn it.
twice. 2 boost die. Your difficulty
Still
one
not gonna
setback.
hit, but you know.
Never know.
I don't expect it's going to come back around for another turn.
Probably not.
If it does, I'll laugh.
Hey.
Hey.
Here we go.
5 damage is enough to kill another one.
And sure, I'm down to 4 strain now.
All right.
Nice.
There is literally only one NPC left.
But who's he going for?
Is it
Come
the
on.
PC slot?
Good question.
Yeah, it's the NPC slot. He begins to run away. He takes 2 maneuvers to run.
You're about 2 turns too late.
I mean,
I'd like to fire.
it's
Can
a
I go
piece.
next? Sorry.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I would like to take my maneuver to get up into engaged with Groz.
Okay.
And I would like to try and heal Groz.
Go ahead.
It's nothing but PC slots at this point, so
Yep.
whatever order you guys feel like.
Yeah, no, mostly I want Groz to be somewhat healed before he runs off, if at all possible.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
So
That's
I hit the button, but I don't see
you
it.
rolled 2 light side.
Okay, cool. So Groz, you get 8 strain and 8 health back.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
High intellect force users take real advantage of that heal spell, of that heal ability.
Yeah, that's kind of why I took it. It's really good synergy. As just like forest twin powers.
I like the idea that Kitty reaches out and Graz sort of reaches back and they just kind of wonder twins it, you know? And
Yes, basically.
It's called a fist
And
bump,
then
Jack.
over to Crack.
A fist
That's
bump.
how you do it.
I wish
Right.
there was a force power that cared about presence, but none of them do.
Once they're out of combat, absolutely.
And
Much more difficult to do when they're actively being stabbed.
that is
never-
my
It's a battle
go.
meditation. Nelson.
Sorry, I wanted to heal another person before we run off into the aggro the next encounter.
Neres, are you going to try to shoot this person?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
They're still within short range of me, right?
No, they're going to get medium. They're going to get medium range now because I used both.
Okay, I
maneuvers to
spend
move.
one maneuver to get up into short range then.
All right, so you move forward, and they're in short range, which is
Alright.
difficulty 1. 1 setback
Yep.
die though, because they do have 1 point of range defense.
Okay. And I'll take that. No, I won't take that strain. I'll just try and shoot. Yes.
So 1 difficulty, 1 setback.
I miss.
Fire and miss.
That's okay.
Wait,
Graz
no,
is going to
you,
chase
they've
him
got
down.
2 difficulty there. That's the wrong number of dice.
Oh, yep.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
What is
Yeah,
it?
it should only be one
One
difficulty.
Only
difficulty.
one? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Mhm.
And I realized I would have had to do a maneuver to get my gun out because I didn't have it out before, I don't think. So I do take strain from that.
All right.
But I do it anyway. Let me try that again. Nope.
Still miss.
You can get the
Alright.
strain back though.
Yeah, I'll do that.
There is the resounding sound of a blaster being fired and then pinging off of a wall, as they so often do in Star Wars.
Graz is going to chase him down.
All right.
2 maneuvers would
wonder-
get him in engage. Right?
Yeah, 2 maneuvers will get you into engaged. I wonder if the inaccuracy of stormtroopers is less about the stormtroopers themselves and more about blasters in Star Wars. And it's it's more impressive that anyone hits anything, and less that people are bad shots.
That's a long dissertation.
like is it that blasters are about as accurate as muskets? And so it's if you can miss even if you're standing 3 feet apart.
The short version is the Republic is smart. They don't hide their soldiers behind faceless masks. So humanity wise, it's harder to shoot at them. There's legitimately a whole military theory on this topic.
That if you can see the person you're trying to kill's face and eyes, it's hard to kill them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's why
Psychological.
it's easy as fuck to kill a stormtrooper because they literally don't look like people.
They look like a walking
And
skeleton.
if you're a game designer, you also don't have to animate the difficult parts like facial features.
That's also
Because
Graz is
going to kill the NPCs not just because their faces look.
Graz is
And
mad
Aaron
and a
locked
petty
up.
ass bitch. So Graz is using a light side
All right, go ahead.
to try and make sure that they kill this one last.
I don't know. I still like the idea that just blasters are about as accurate as muskets.
He did.
There
Well,
you
I
go.
feel like that works.
Yeah, he's very dead.
Oh yeah, no, you run up behind him and just
12 damage.
there's just a scything
someone
motion
got
and a
vaporized.
there's a scything motion and a Wilhelm scream as this guy just is dead. Achievement unlocked, Wilhelm scream. All right, you are currently out of initiative for the moment. You do hear the sound of additional boots pounding the ground. Whether on approach or into different areas, you're not sure. And most of you are currently standing in a corridor that extends not too far. There's only that guy would have only needed his next turn to get through a door. So, Graz, you're sort of
We should go.
one maneuver away from the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
We should go.
Graz just waves everybody forward then, yep.
Crack's gonna run back and
Quickly.
get the light repeating blaster.
Korsarath puts his comm on and contacts Zilda. Which sections are in lockdown right now? Which doors are they able to use?
I've locked down the exits of the facility. The internal door should still be useful. Be careful. There's a lot of people. You hear the sound of blaster fire. Hang on one second. You hear the sound of a lightsaber cutting through people. There's a lot of people in this station with guns.
Mm-hmm. Do we happen to know their layout at all?
Nope. All I can do is lock down exits, entrances, and exits.
Mm-hmm. Well, if they're going to come to us.
Graz is looking at their lightsaber, trying to figure out if they can fix this right now.
Probably not.
Okay.
You're gonna need a workbench and to sit down for this.
Okay.
To the rest of the group here, we should try and do that as well. Then, Crack, can you access the? No, Kitty was accessing the vents. Can you access the control panels to lock things? We can maybe block groups off and take them on a more advantageous position.
No, I certainly can.
Right. I think you should concentrate on that in a combat.
But Avasio was on the ground.
Yes. And that was good. But pulling an ally back from a fight when they're just going to run right back into it won't work very well.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do that.
He's an idiot. It's fine. Keep going.
What sort of weapons do you think I wield, Crack?
Have
all sorts of them.
Hi, Crack. I would like to introduce you to Graz because apparently you've never met them.
Well, we haven't been in a large stabbing fight before.
Unless all of you fancy doing that again, we should retreat to the ship while we figure out where they're coming from, because we have turbo lasers we can put to use.
Yes.
I said we should not be here.
Let's see. Is there anything we can do to jam up doors between here and the ship?
Yeah, you could access there. Each door has a panel that you can. Well, you can't jam the one that's directly behind you because it's been blown to fuck. But you can, like, other doors that haven't been blown to fuck can absolutely be jammed with their controls.
Okay. I'll go up and try to jam the one in front of us then.
Yeah. Would it be able from because I'm wondering what the best strategy would be. Basically,
Mhm.
would we be able from the ship to tell where? Like, could we do scans or anything to tell where there are groups of these guards coming from, where we can
Not
maybe target
particularly.
a little bit better?
You don't have very good scanners on the ship.
Okay.
You also don't have access to the internal sensors of the
Yeah.
facility. Aaron?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I know I was out for a second. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't the assignment we got from the dude we're working for last time go through the facility to meet
Yeah.
up with him? Has that changed?
Yes. No, that has not changed.
Yeah. I don't think retreating back to the ship will do anything.
Yeah.
If we
I was just a little confused. Why are we jamming the doors?
Yeah. If we fire on, well, I don't know what the layout is, but could more guards come in behind us at all, or are they most likely all
No, this
in
is
this facility?
so the way the various docking bays work, just as a re-explainer, because it has been a week, of the way the facility is laid out. You have a central pillar that most of the operations seem to operate out of, and then blossoming structures that come off of it, kind of like a petal of like a flower, and each petal is a docking bay. So all the docking bays connect into the central tower and not out from.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So it's one path into each docking bay. And then Zelda jumped up into a into a docking bay control room that was directly connected to the one that you guys were in.
Kitty's gonna go looking for if they have like a little area with like construction tape or cleanup signs.
Yeah, they've got like there's
Okay.
like a supplies area off to the one side.
I'm gonna put those in front of the door we blasted so that maybe we haven't completely ruined the we don't want them to know that anything's up part.
Yeah, if we fire
which is the other reason we shouldn't fight in here.
Clearly, we should jump
Just
in
to remind everyone of our mission.
And other possible entryways other than this one where it sounds like everybody. I mean, you said
it's
we could
just
hear
it's the one corridor that connects to the central tower and the docking bay.
Okay. Crack will say, well, rather than engage in an unproductive critique of everyone's strategic choices in the last altercation, why don't we discuss this one? Should we simply set up and attempt to laze them all down as they come through?
That
we're explicitly told not to do.
There's a lot. We're not going to win that fight.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Archon Zilda is up there.
Is there
by
anywhere
himself.
we could hide in this corridor? I mean, people are coming through the door, or we just hear them on the other side?
You hear
We just
boots. You hear boots marching throughout the facility.
Yeah, they're not like right there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
did
Yeah,
move
I completely misunderstood you. I thought we heard
problem.
boots coming directly towards us.
No.
Okay.
No. Let me clarify that.
All right.
There are boots marching. You can hear boots marching throughout the facility because you're next to the door where it would open up into the facility.
All right. I'm gonna blame that for
Yeah.
the really stupid suggestions I was
Yeah.
making then.
Move inward and then shut the doors on all of the pedals. So if there are guards at any of the docking stations, they can't flood into the central.
Yeah,
If
like
we
you
can
could
control the
you could
tower,
go
we're
you
set.
could go through this door, seal it behind you so they can't
Yep.
get back to your ship.
Is
if that's what you're wanting to do.
is there any kind of security access where we could get a hold of interior monitors or video feeds or
Possibly,
anything like that
but not
from here?
in this hallway.
Okay.
Yep.
Well then. Okay. So should we move through this door and then lock it behind us to avoid
Yes.
anyone slipping
Yes.
past? Let's
Probably
do that
wise.
then. Is it locked or can we just hit a button?
No,
and
it's the guy was running towards it to open it. So
All right, Crack will stand next to it and point his talon at the button.
Korsarath will stand by the door with lightsaber at the ready.
Same.
I do that. I hit the
Same.
button.
all right, breaching maneuver. You click the button, the door opens. It opens up into a curved corridor that you sort of can look out into. The sound of people moving around gets louder because the door is now open, and you can definitely tell there are groups of people maneuvering around rapidly in a sort of like beehive response to like alarm went on, alarm started blaring, then alarm went off. There's a lot of confusion happening right now, and there's one section of the place that isn't reporting in. So, but nobody is immediately in the vicinity.
In this breach, I am currently playing Zephyr, John. So.
So you're going to glitch out and teleport 30 feet away, punch the air, and somebody else will die.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
I would like to go in the
jokes.
direction we need to go to reach the part where we're supposed to go to.
So you don't have a
because
layout.
We do have an assigned task.
Yes. You don't currently have a layout. Right now, you know you need to get up, and you just have a corridor that goes around to the left and right.
Relative to this corridor, where was the station? Like, if this corridor was off to one side of the watch station above everything.
Based on how high the roof is, you're guessing 2 floors up.
But like
2 floors up and then behind you.
Was it horizontally separated? Like, was the station over here and the door over here?
No. The door was underneath the station.
Or were they both? Okay.
Yeah, the door was under. The station was here. The door was here. And based on the roof, you'd say it's probably 2 floors up.
Okay.
So the structure we're in right now is kind of like a mushroom where it's narrower and then it broadens out over top.
You're
because the hall went in underneath.
So the central pillar is here. Pillar, and then it goes out and then into docking bay. So
cool.
The pillar is like fairly large, goes out above.
Like a Christmas tree.
Kind of, yeah, like a Christmas tree, yes.
More like a Christmas tree than a mushroom. Okay.
Yes.
Makes sense.
That would be a way to describe it.
Crack, what do you need to shut all of the doors to the docking bays?
Is that anything I can access from a single panel?
No, you'd have to get to like a central security room or something.
We need some sort of central hub. That would be helpful for numerous reasons. If they have an internal security system, we can turn that to our own advantage. If they have cameras, we could access those.
They would also they would also probably be where you'd find a layout of the facility to get more detail.
Crack, how about you lock this door then, and then we'll proceed as a unit further in and get closer to that central control room.
Righty-ho. And I will lock that door if I can.
Either mechanics or computers difficulty 2.
They are exactly the same.
The difference then being it'll determine what the trail you're leaving behind is, basically.
I mean, it seems it's
computers is software. Hardware.
Yeah. I mean, it seems what I think. I don't want to have us trapped in here permanently. What I'd like to do is do I think I'd like to slice it, because if I can slice it and if I get some advantage, I can use that in the future.
Yep. So computers difficulty 2.
All right. I would like to spend a light side to upgrade this.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Hey.
Nice.
All right. Yes, I would very much like to use those advantage.
So you succeed at locking the door.
Yeah. And I know it's in an Edge of the Empire supplement, but there are specific rules for slicing. I think it's either 3 or 4 advantage. I know I have enough, but you can use it to get a sample of the code to be able to use on other security points within the same system.
Do you know what book it's in?
Yes, it's in the. I have it. It's in special modifications.
Got it.
Let me go. Oh, do you have it handy?
I have the PDF.
Okay.
The
physical book. We're not gonna need it for right now. So if I can
slicing encounters,
I can look it up and have it by the time we get to the next set of computers.
So you have how many? So what was the thing you wanted? I've got the table right here. What was the thing you wanted to do?
Oh, I want to do whatever it is that lets me get a sample of their system. So that it'll give me
2 advantages. Let you use signature spotted.
sweet.
that's for defenders only. You're an intruder
Okay.
right now.
Yeah.
So that would be for getting a sample of the person that is thing. You could do permanent backdoor for 3 advantages, which is
That's the
you
one.
set up a permanent means of accessing the system without needing to deal with its verification protocols. You
Yeah.
perform the
Yeah, that's the one.
access system action
good.
on the system as a maneuver without performing a check.
That's
So you
definitely what
basically-
I'm doing.
Previous slicer, that's the one you want.
So yeah,
Hell
you
yeah.
can.
That's the one I was thinking of. It's just been a
So yeah,
while
you
since
so
I've
while
done
you're
that.
while you're cutting into the door, or while you're slicing into the door, you set up basically a recurrent protocol that lets you access any system on this network. So if
Backdoor protocol.
if this door is accessible, like if this door is connected to the network of the to the security network, basically you'll be able to get into the security network once you get into the hub without having to roll.
Okay. All right.
How many advantages did you roll there?
I think 6.
So you've got that.
Clicked away from the window. 5. Yeah. 5 and 2 success. And then can I take 2 to give myself a boost the next time I go in?
Yeah, you can do that, or you could also there's temporary bypass, which gives you 2 boost die to a single future check to slice this system. There's also an opportunity identifies the same thing, it's just 1 boost die.
Yeah.
There's also
I-
valuable data. That's it. Valuable data. While searching for vulnerabilities, the slicer encounters unrelated data that could prove useful or valuable. And you can spend
Is there
additional
any-
advantages to make it a particularly interesting find.
Is there anything, John, as the game master here, is this door gonna have that, or is that really something I need to be
It
at the
would
hub
have
for?
the door would have access logs to things that have gone through it. Because you can tell going through this that this door is integrated with a wider system and thus has scan data. So if you wanted to spend that advantage, you could theoretically get the scan data out of the door.
I'm picturing Graz literally breathing down Crack's neck at this point. I think I'm just gonna make do with the bypass
Okay,
and move on until we're not waiting to move into more combat.
gotcha.
At which
To be
page is
fair,
that? I'm gonna grab the book.
I feel like the people in front are probably just like eventually like, all right, they'll catch up.
Page
But I
88.
just- Crack's been yelled at enough today that he's not gonna be like, oh, this is fascinating.
Bored now.
It's page 88 in the book.
Okay.
So the door slams shut. The little indicator lights around the edges of it turn from white to red, indicating that it is sealed. And yeah, the group of you continue on further into the facility. And at that point, we're gonna take a quick break. So please, if you're watching, enjoy these commercial messages. We're back. So, to once again describe where you're at. You have just come out of the connecting corridor from the docking bay that you had landed in, which you have left in a state. You are now in the sort of the outer ring of the central hub of this facility. You do not have a floor plan. You do not know exactly how to get from point A to point B. You do know that your destination, your end destination where you were told to meet up with Zilda, is 2 floors up and back towards your docking bay. You know that there is probably a central security hub somewhere, you don't know where, that would give you access to the facility's infrastructure, to the systems, as well as giving you a layout and potentially ability to disrupt the internal security response.
Did any of... Go ahead.
You are currently on the, we'll say, east side of the facility. And there you can hear an active guard presence. Greg.
Did any of the guys that we killed have data pads on them?
You didn't really stop to look.
No, I know. That's why I'm asking if they did, because if so, I would like to spend a light side point to have grabbed one.
You can spend a light side point to say that they did and that you grabbed one.
Yeah, I mean, anybody opposed to that? I feel like that's probably worth it.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
That's probably relevant, yeah. And a crack thing, and a thing Crack would do.
Yeah.
Right.
Something that I think Crack would have thought of that Craig didn't.
Yeah,
go
no,
ahead
I know
and-
you grabbed a gun, so it makes sense.
Go ahead and
okay.
spend that light side point.
Okay. So now that the door is locked, Crack will pull out that data pad that he definitely grabbed, and we'll start looking through it for if there's a map of the facility, if there's anything in there that is helpful.
Give me a computers check, difficulty 2.
Okay.
Can Graz see if they can determine whether or not, because if we're on the east side, I assume it's curving towards the north and the south around the perimeters. Pick a vector and see if they can determine which direction if any sound would be coming from.
Yeah, you can do that, but first, Crack, so you got 5 successes.
Yes, I did.
Which means that not only can this data pad is a security pad. It actually has a direct link back to the security to the central security hub.
Ooh.
The problem
was in the middle of watching the orientation program.
The problem is with that threat, I'm going to say there's currently a call coming through and you hear a voice saying TK421, what's going on? Why are you not at your post?
We're all fine here.
How are you?
So is it active? It's currently active?
Yeah. Like there's a call coming through. It's like a walkie-talkie kind of, and you can hear the voice asking for this person to respond.
Crack looks at it and then kind of holds it up like it's a hot potato and holds it out to the rest of the group.
Graz gestures at Avasia.
Avasia will take it.
Okay. There's like a button on the side of it that you should press to if you want to respond.
Oh, geez. She'll press the button. Yes, we heard some activity coming from this area and came to check it out.
Give me a what was it? Give me a
Deception?
give me a
Deception.
give me a deception roll, difficulty 3, because you are definitely not the voice they were expecting. Well, let's see if maybe the static carries it.
Would my difficulty have been, out of curiosity?
5.
Yeah.
6 for the Wookiees.
Nice.
It seems like your voice was distorted enough from the damage that that data pad has sustained that they don't seem to second guess you, and there's just an affirmative response, and the call goes dead.
Nicely done.
Crack will hold out his hand for the. For the
Vasia's
data
like, I can say anything and people will believe it.
She'll hand it back to Crack.
All right, I'm gonna go back to seeing what I can pull off of it in terms of.
So it is
the overall area.
this is a security pad, which basically means that it has a direct link to the security computer of the thing. You wouldn't necessarily be able to hack into the complex as a whole, but you could reverse engineer with the access you already have. You could get into this data pad in such a way as to give you basically like a GPS, like that sort of tells you where the security system is in relation to you.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to do that and find out where it is.
Yeah, so very, very easily done. Graz, give me a perception. I think is a skill you guys have in this system. Difficulty 2.
2. Okay. 1 success, 1 advantage.
So it sounds like just listening to how the boots are moving, it sounds like people are moving to emergency posts. So likely the group that you've already dealt with were the group that were coming to this post. So it doesn't seem like anybody's probably going to be coming in this direction yet. But you assume there is some sort of emergency procedure for once everybody is at their post to report in. And you probably don't have a lot of time before people start trying to track down where the people you killed are. So.
Okay. And did it sound like there was more activity either north or south of us, or is it pretty evenly distributed?
Pretty evenly distributed. You're between 2 other docking bays, so.
Right. Graz is just going to say then we should move and quickly, and then just head south.
And Crack, looking at the documentation at the GPS that you have, basically the security is centralized, so it's in the dead center of the pillar, on the ground floor, so on the floor you're on.
Okay. So we're not too. Oh, well, actually, how far is it?
Probably, judging based on the diagram and based on what you saw the facility from the outside, it seems like the central structure is split into multiple rings that occupy as sort of the both the things that rooms are built off of, and also sort of like a bit of a confusing, almost hive-like structure. Judging on what the thing is showing you, you're probably about, it looks like there are about 5 rings in total, and you're trying to get to the central one. So you're on the exterior, you're on the 5th ring, you're trying to get to the first one. You've got a bit of a distance to go in.
Okay, so everyone who hasn't already run off, Crack will attempt to show them that.
All right. That's going to take a bit of distance, so let's see if we can find a way up to meet up with Zilda before we head to the security room.
Do I have a better route to where we think Zilda would be?
No, this only gives you a route to the security room.
Okay.
Kitty would like to examine the ceiling, see if we could just cut through it and climb upwards directly.
It would be difficult for any of you that don't have the ability to force jump to get to like you could probably cut through the roof.
Standing on top of each other is not enough to deal with this.
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Okay. These are hallways clearly built to accommodate multiple huts. So
yeah, that's fair. Were there by any chance like ladders in? Do I think that there might be ladders in a maintenance hatch or something that would
probably ladders or loaders or some kind? Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you think they keep their maintenance supplies? Just sort of looking around to see if, I don't know. In human places, they're like hallway doors usually.
Yeah.
Let's take a look around and see what we can find in our immediate vicinity.
Yeah, can we try to?
Is up. So yeah.
Except when it's not.
Well, yes, but there's still a direction, and that the person we need to reunite with is.
Oh, right, of course. I'm just saying sometimes it's not. But yeah,
Yeah.
legit.
I thought that was obvious. Sorry.
It's not
That is not relevant
obvious.
now. Let us
It's
keep
not
moving.
obvious to the others.
Obvious and relevant are two different things. We have a mission to get to.
So some of you begin moving south. Anyone who's looking out for a maintenance hatch, give me a perception check. Difficulty 2.
If my sister mentioned it,
Yes.
I will be looking.
Whom lead it?
I have
4
success,
successes.
and Cross has 4.
So yeah, Graz with 4 successes. You're the first one to spot. Anyone who gets at least a success will also spot. It seems like between these docking bays, there is another bay where it's like sort of pre-staging, where they would stage supply and things like that. That there, and you would assume that in these pre-staging areas there would be equipment, the kind of thing like you might like loaders and things like that you would use to move cargo on and off of ships.
Well,
Cool.
there's one option.
Let's have a look.
Go in.
Does it look like the door is locked or no?
No, door's not currently locked.
Graz will just open that up and stick their head in.
You hit the button, flip the switch, whatever, and the large bay doors open up. You see inside there's a short corridor that leads to another entryway that is not sealed off. And inside you can see what look to be people in like sort of factory worker outfits moving around, loading things on. But you also see the distinct outline of slave collars that basically all of them have their... Basically, from their collarbone to just below their jawline, there's this thick metal collar that has red lights blinking on it at various places and one green light in the middle. And
Does your data pad have anything that can release those?
I don't think I have access. Do I? Or
no, you do not have access to. This is not a slave collar remote device, so
we potentially could if we had access to the central security hub, but unfortunately not from what I have in hand.
That will likely be our end goal, knowing Archon Zilda. Let's find the equipment we need to meet up.
Let's go.
Are there any guards around or anything?
Yes, you can see that there
Okay.
is a squad of security guards in here, just sort of keeping an eye on the slaves as they work.
Mm-hmm. Stay low, stay out of sight.
What's their number look like?
About 10 of them.
Damn.
You all can give me... I wish I had nothing. You could all give me stealth checks if you want.
Difficulty?
Difficulty 2.
Failure.
Graz is going to use a light side.
Yeah.
hey,
If I fail, I just want it to be because Ilyana very much does kind of wants to find some opportunity to. It's okay, I didn't fail.
Yeah, Graz would honestly, as
You
we
didn't speak
started
against your
moving,
better judgment.
as we start moving in, kind of probably give Ilyana a nudge and sort of a gesture to indicate, let's stay out of sight. But, if our passage across this room leads us closer to the guards, I mean, that wouldn't be the worst thing.
I mean, we have more successes than failures.
You do have more
By a
successes
decent
than-
margin.
You do have significantly more successes than failures. Corserath, what attitude would you say Corserath is in right now?
Probably. This is gonna be great. He is still in his assassin training, which means that he is very much on the walk with purpose, and if anyone gets in my way, they're going to die.
So you're still in aggro dick swinging mode, is what we're saying.
Kind of, yes.
Cool.
Excellent.
Which is appropriate because you start walking with that purpose and don't realize that there is a bucket with a wrench in it, like at hip height, that you bump into and it falls over and hits the ground and clangs. And as a guard turns to look around, Graz just reaches out, grabs you by the shoulder, and yoinks you behind a thing. And you all manage to get out of sight before the security guards see anybody. So you're not busted just yet, but the guards are a little bit on a higher alert.
What I get for rolling 2 failures.
But you are you're actually in the room now. Sorry.
I was so close to saying, "Oh, looks like we got found out. Too bad."
What are we looking for here?
You see that there are a variety of different loaders in the room that are currently being used to stack cargo. They are sort of like almost like forklifts, but rather than a fork, it's like a claw that just sort of clamps on from the side and lifts.
Mm-hmm. Does it look like there's any second floor access to this area?
No, but these loaders have enough reach that you could probably use them to get to the ceiling at any part of the building.
We have second floor access. It's called lightsabers.
I mean, that's fair.
That door is really hard to close, though.
How many people do you think want to jump down that door once we take away the step ladder?
I mean, the only room we had to keep in decent air quotes condition was the docking bay.
And
Well,
there
I mean,
are
more
a
for
wide
stealth
variety of docking
purposes.
bays too. So
Right.
I meant more for stealth purposes. Like, you walk through a door, you can shut the door. You make your own door, you can't shut that door.
just depends on where you make the door, I guess.
I mean, you can shut the door, but typically only by filling it with the bodies of your enemies.
That just sounds like a good
I see.
plan
X
for
Factor
Corsorath.
has been here.
So
yeah,
you are all currently hiding behind various bits of maintenance equipment, as there are security guards patrolling in the room you're in, and a bunch of slaves operating to put up cargo.
what is the? Just because Graz is trying to think about this tactically, is it possible to get more than medium range away from anybody in this room?
Depends on how you want to do that. Like, if you get further into the room but expose yourself, absolutely, you can get more than medium away. But at the moment, you're basically short range to all the guards.
Okay. From where we're at right now?
Yeah, from where you're at right now.
Let's see.
Graz is going to look over
You-
towards Ileana and Kitty.
You also notice, just for whatever it might be worth,
mhm.
there is like a cargo elevator centrally located that goes down.
But looks like it only goes down.
It very obviously only goes down. There's no
Okay.
structures for it to go. This is the top floor of that
okay.
elevator.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it is currently down as well. It is not. There's nothing on it. Presumably, this is how they get whatever they're mining from below the ground up to the surface to load into things.
Or just in case I am mishearing things again, I assume part of the reason we're not just murdering these people is there's a lot of captives to get caught in crossfire.
That was Graz's initial thought.
Okay.
And yes,
Graz definitely looks like they are reconsidering that now.
There are
Ileana hasn't expressed it, but yeah.
There are about 20 slaves with very
I
visible
just want to
slave
know if the
collars.
state of the room I understood was correct. Sorry.
Yep.
No, legit.
No, I think you're good.
I'm going to try to use, just to make sure there are no nasty surprises. I'm going to use sense.
Mhm.
To see if there are any hidden folks or anything like that.
Let me take a look. I
It's
will.
short range.
Yep. I will note
Um,
that Ilyana would also know. I don't think Sense picks up battle droids.
Nope.
no, because they are not living beings.
Yeah, they don't pick up, and you do know they have
Um,
battle droids. So I will
This
point
is
that.
fair.
But yeah, you gotta make your
really
force roll.
hate that you have to be engaged with a target to sense thoughts. Yeah, I mean it's worth a chuck. It doesn't cost us anything.
Yeah, no, I was just.
There's a point.
Yep.
I spend a point.
Are you a? No, you're still a dark side user, aren't you?
I'm nowhere near to switching sides. No.
Yeah. So you don't have to spend a point. You just get to.
No, a
use
force
it.
Well, that's
point,
what I
think he
mean.
meant.
Sorry.
I spent a force point.
Got it.
Mhm.
Sorry, I misunderstood
Yes.
what you meant by spend a point.
Yeah. No,
Yes,
I have
you do
to
not.
spend a force point to.
All of the living creatures that you sense in short range, you can see.
Okay.
There don't seem to be any living sentients that are hiding.
Okay. Are the crates big enough to hide battle droids?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But they're also big enough to hide like a fuck ton of spice or anything else that they might be shipping out.
Right. I was concerned that they would be hiding people. So
Fuck
Fair,
ton of
fair.
spiders. I don't know why.
I thought you were going to say fuck ton of spiders too. I'm not going to lie.
You're also not in short range of the crates, so
Let's just terrify the arachnophobists in this group.
I am an arachnophobe.
Nerese is going to
Yeah.
repeat very, very quietly, what are we looking for here?
How to kill all of these slavers without killing off the slaves.
We need to get upstairs so we can take control of this situation. Then we can deal with this.
What we need right now is equipment for getting upstairs. We don't need to worry about these people at the moment until we have the capacity to take them out as a group.
Right.
Unless
What-
the crates have equipment that we can use.
Long shot. It's
I realize that's a long shot. I'm just saying.
We need to find Zilda and then get to the security hub.
Is there a ladder anywhere in visible range?
There are many, many lifts.
There are many lifts and loaders. There are a couple of ladders as well. Yes.
A ladder is easier to take out of this room without having to start up a machine.
Yeah, it's like they've got
Quietly, very quietly ascend as opposed to.
they've got a couple of they're like collapsible. They're Star Wars collapsible ladders, so they collapse way smaller than they should be able to.
Yeah.
well,
The Death Stranding just unfold and
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so I was under the impression these were Star Wars loaders and thus essentially hover cars.
Oh yeah, no, the loaders are hover cars, absolutely.
but they still make
Sorry.
a noise when they start up.
Yeah.
will I be able to climb a ladder?
Be tricky.
Okay.
I can lift you up.
Oh yeah, Crack can actively use the Force to lift you if he needs to.
Right. They're going to notice.
They're also going to notice if you stay here.
Then it sounds like our best plan is grab a ladder or two and get to a place where we can slightly cautiously cut a hole in the ceiling.
Let's do that then. If they
Well-
notice us taking a ladder, kill them.
Give me stealth checks. Difficulty 2.
Here we go again.
Aaron, you're muted. Or if you, at least, barely, she didn't make any noise there.
I didn't say anything. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It looked like you said something.
I've only got one light, so I'm not going to spend them.
Is it gonna roll?
That's we wait for
Maybe.
roll 20 to wake
Eventually.
Yep.
up. There it goes.
There we go.
There are lots of people using Roll20 right now.
I got just a threat, so
Or threat.
Listen, I have 2 agility, and
You keep bumping into things.
I rolled the wrong thing.
You rolled survival, not stealth.
Sorry, it didn't put my first one in, and then I hit the wrong thing.
listen, I have the
There
only
you go.
failure in the
There you
group of mostly successes.
Look at all these threats.
The threats might be a problem, yes.
Look at all these threats.
Yeah, I didn't succeed or fail, but just a threat.
So the threats will come into play at a different time.
Okay.
I'm just gonna,
Dirty.
I'm gonna
Don't like that. That's not great.
slide those off to one side.
I mean,
The
can I
galaxy
take-
will remember this.
You know what? I will just use those since I still technically have strain. I'm now down to 2 strain. I
But
will get down to 0 right when we start taking damage.
Graz, you pick Corserath up as he's about to step on like a mining utensil. It's like, "Vroom." But otherwise, you manage to.
I like to think that the feet don't stop immediately, and then set.
Gorserath's grip on that lightsaber gets ever tighter.
But you manage to grab a couple of these collapsed ladders and get back out of the room without drawing any attention to yourselves.
Cool. Set them up and cut some holes.
So the door to the preload area closes behind you. Are you just gonna cut through the ceiling right here in the hallway? Or are you gonna find a different place to do it, or what?
Can we lock that door?
Yeah, Crack has the ability to.
So, I'm just gonna. I'll do it as a maneuver.
Yeah, you don't even have to roll. You just seal the door.
Out loud, he goes, "Crack door." But very quietly, John.
Just
Door.
While this is happening, Fozzie is going to go over to Corserath and whisper to him, I understand that something is wrong right now, and we will talk about that later, but you need to get your head on the mission.
It is. And he walks over to where the ladders are
And your dick out of the toolbox.
Do not close your
Is
dick in a
Joseph
toolbox.
still
That does
pretty
not
injured?
feel good, I assume.
at. Actually, 4 of 13, so not severely.
Okay. Then I will wait on it. Do you have a lot of strain?
3 of 11, so
Okay.
again, not severely.
All right. So setting up in the hallway or going somewhere else?
Yep. Graz is just going to set up ladders.
All right.
And
So yeah, you basically you put the ladder down, you kick the starting thing, and it just and rises up and then leans against the wall, and it gets you basically any of you would be able to reach the ceiling.
Corserath's mind on the mission is not the problem here. The problem is my dice rolling.
The problem is his feet, not his mind. One of you presumably climbs up the ladder.
Yep. Graz will if nobody else seems particularly inclined.
Do I have anything in my tool belt that would do it more quietly than a lightsaber?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I can probably climb the ladder a little bit quieter than, no offense, the Wookiee.
Yeah,
That's fair.
the only problem is your lightsaber wouldn't cut through the ceiling.
Yeah, we have weird shapes.
You want to bet?
Your lightsaber has pierce, not breach.
Okay, that's fair.
Corserath will climb the ladder, being human shaped and sized, and with a lightsaber that actually breaches.
Cool.
The key here is that while you have a lightsaber, it does not pierce through enough armor to get through the ceiling.
I mean, it will just give me enough time. And hope that my arm doesn't get tired from the...
Constant.
I mean,
Again, ribbon twirling.
Wait, we could just do it with kitties because kitties is essentially a hole punch.
Corserath just
So it's going to take a little bit
Yep.
because ceiling does not melt very fast, and you're basically melting
Gonna
the
keep
ceiling.
an eye out because as anybody who's seen any Star Wars movie ever knows this is not a quiet process.
Not quiet or
No.
quick.
Mm-mm. Never mind. It doesn't work on anyone else.
Crack, if you want to prevent a loud bang, I'd be ready to catch this chunk of ceiling as it falls.
Will do.
Anyone who is not focusing on the ceiling right now, so everyone other than
Yep.
Corserath and Crack, can give me perception checks. They're keeping
Yep.
an eye out.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 2.
Good news, I gave you more threat.
Yay!
Hey, I got a success in 2 threats.
You have so much threat right now.
I know, it's not good.
So, those of you that got successes successfully see what all those threats are about.
Yeah.
As one of the panels of the wall indents, what looked like a smooth bit of wall indents and slides up. And stepping out of it is a familiar-looking battle droid. Shall we roll initiative?
Ah,
Yeah.
You are unexpected, so this is vigilance.
Good.
No
This is
difficulty.
for all of us roll initiative.
Yep.
vigilance.
I think for at least some
Oh,
folks,
did
this
I-
is significantly better.
I may have forgotten to take my difficulty off.
Oh yeah.
Oh look, there's the successes and advantages I could have been using.
Oh yeah,
two
I did
stealth
too.
rolls.
Should we re-roll or just manually calculate?
Manually calculate. We'll fix
Okay.
it.
So 1 advantage.
I'd have 4 advantages and 4 successes and 2 advantages.
So one of the 0-0s is actually a 1-1 because I've rolled a triumph.
Yeah.
It turns
don't-
out we can't change these.
Okay.
Yeah, and
will-
I don't quite understand how the initiative.
I will
rolling
fix
works
it
anyway,
then.
so-
Don't worry about it. So we've got.
You rolled the best.
What are we missing on the thing? So we've got a bunch of
The
0-0s.
3-0
I'm
should
assuming
be a-
most of them are not.
The
No,
3-0
I-
should be a 4-2.
4-2.
Mine is a mine was a 1 advantage, no success.
0-1. And the last one?
The last 0-0 should be a 2-0, I think.
Oh no, that triumph is just a 1. That'd be a 1. That'd be a 1-1 actually.
Yeah,
Triumph-
that's
triumph
what I
is both.
said.
Yeah.
Cat, the Vasia's would be a 2-0. My
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Kitty's would be a 1-1. Track would be a 0-1.
Have a 1.
I
Yeah.
think you already did the 0-1 too.
We've got a 1-1. We've got
You
a 0-1.
changed. So you changed. You
Yeah,
changed.
Bronze got a 1-1 naturally.
You changed the one of the 0-0s to the 4-2 instead of the 3-0 to the 4-2.
Oh, okay. I see what happened. So that should be a 1-1.
Yep.
Hmm.
We should have 2 1-1s, a 0-1, and then the 3-0 should be a 4-2. Got it.
Correct.
Sorry, I heard 3 zeros, not 3-0.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
One of those 1-1s should be a 2-0.
What?
Because
Why?
Avazia's roll is a 2-0.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got
There
2
we go.
1-1. That should be correct then.
Yes.
Yes, I believe it is.
Okay, let me now get my battle droid.
I do wonder if it's worth having the turn tracker, if it's worth just listing them out after everyone rolls.
Well, it shows where the NPC is going to be.
Yeah. Fair.
No, what I mean is if it's worth auto adding them to the turn tracker, or if it makes more sense to just manually create the turn tracker afterwards.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think it's still worth.
When you
doing
got 7
automatically.
turns, it's probably still worth it.
Yeah, when it
Yeah,
when
well.
works, it's.
We will eventually all remember to turn off our difficulty.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm very proud of the fact that I remembered.
Good job.
Oh, battle droid also got a 4-2. To the battle.
Oh.
That
You
just
would.
makes it easier.
I mean, it had the surprise, so.
That's where all the threats go. That's where all the threats went.
Yep.
All right, so the battle droid steps out of the wall and is effectively in engaged range with you all,
Cool.
which means it's going to whip out that electro staff.
Dope.
Go for the Wookiee. Yeah. Always, the Wookiee is just the obvious threat.
Right.
Graz, do you have any defense?
No defense. No.
All right, so it's just going to smack you with an electro staff. It's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 strain damage. Did not crit you,
Okay.
though. But it is going to activate its linked quality to hit you again. So that's...
Jesus Christ!
So that's 12 plus another 8, I think is how linked works.
20?
So yeah, so 20 strain damage. As this
Does
thing
soak apply twice to
whips-
that?
Oh yeah, yeah, you can soak it still. And it's 2 hits, so your soak would apply twice.
Okay.
To the
10,
full.
10 strain still puts me over.
So it just whips the electro staff off of its back, the 2 ends crackling to life. 2 quick strikes, one to Graz's head, the other to Graz's stomach.
And Graz goes down like a sack of bricks.
Can I go next?
Sure. Unless anyone else has an objection.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Gonna move in front of Graz, between this thing and Graz. Yes, I know that doesn't mean anything mechanically, but I'm then gonna do it
Okay.
Oh, okay.
because everyone keeps picking on Graz this week.
Big immediate threat.
You're not wrong, but equally big, equally immediate, equally threat accessible.
Oh yeah, no, you're the next target. Don't worry. First one Wookiee, then the other.
Okay, 8 health
You're
healing.
gonna keep this
8
in mind
crit.
and just never worry about being hit ever.
All right.
Well, don't
Uh,
be so
Hey,
sure. Like,
can Graz go third then?
Being away
I would
from
like
him?
to try to electrocute it at some point, but
sorry, twin went
no.
down. Twin.
no. I think that 100% makes sense. I'm just saying, after Kitty, I would like dibs to try to fry it.
Okay. If you want to go after Kitty, that's fine. That would put you up next, Crack.
Yeah, it's all PC turns right now.
Yeah, it's all PC
Um,
turns.
Well, Graz is just trying not to pass out.
No, Graz
I
is
mean,
awake now.
Graz is
Okay.
awake now.
Spare
Go.
part.
Yeah. All right. So I'm
Buddy, go.
gonna try to hit it.
Go.
Um,
Okay,
2,
so it's
we're
going to
in
be
engaged
it's
range.
going to be you're engaged. It's going to be difficulty 2 with a setback die, and it's going to be upgraded 3 times.
because of Nemesis
Adversary, yeah.
adversary. Okay. Well, then this is probably not going to be that exciting, but no.
Yeah,
So give the next person boost dice.
Yeah, I'll give those all to Graz. So 4 boost to Graz
Okay.
Okay.
as it tries to avoid the crackling ion prod.
All
Sounds
right.
good. Graz will then get up and swing.
That's difficulty 2, 1
So
setback
it's
die.
difficulty 2, 1 setback,
upgraded
3 times.
Yep.
Okay. And hey,
You managed to hit.
so 7 damage, breach 1.
So you slice into this droid, and your lightsaber bounces across it.
Can I still engage my crit?
You can still engage your crit, as you
Okay.
realize that it has cortosis woven into its armor.
Right. Fair enough. And I'm going to recover my 2 remaining strain. Okay. Is that just something you roll for crit, or do I roll that?
Yeah, I rolled that.
Okay.
So basically, your the breach quality doesn't do anything against this guy. Basically,
Okay.
But it still does damage.
It still does. It would still do damage as
Okay.
normal, but it can also soak the damage as normal.
Right.
Got it.
It can soak against the yeah.
Got it.
All right, it's distracted. Cannot perform a free maneuver on its next turn.
All right. And okay. Yep. Whoever is up next is up next.
I will go.
right.
Okay.
I will. Is it clear once that happens that it has cortosis?
Yes, it's very clear to all of
Everybody.
you that it has cortosis armor.
I'm spending a maneuver
Mhm.
to summon my knife. To the vibro knife, which to the best of my knowledge, cortosis does not protect against.
No, correct.
Correct? Yeah.
It's just the breach quality of lightsabers, not the pierce quality of other weapons.
Right. And I am jumping and stabbing. What's the difficulty on it?
Difficulty 2, 1 setback die, upgraded 3 times.
What the hell? Spend another maneuver to aim. Those.
Nice.
So that's 5 damage, pierce 2, vicious 1.
Okay. You leap in and stab in, and your vibro knife scrapes across its hide.
Great. We should go.
Next PC slot.
Vazia will go.
Okay.
She will swing at this thing.
Go ahead.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 2, 1 setback die, upgraded 3 times.
Wow.
Do you still have your war sword?
I do. I can use the warblade on this.
That might be wise.
The black one's the setback die?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
One success.
And that's enough advantage to crit it again.
Yeah. I would like to crit.
All right. Increase difficulty of all presence and willpower checks by 1 difficulty die until the end of the encounter. Guess what it doesn't make?
Yeah.
We should go.
As you slice into it, dragging, making a nice scarring motion, but not actually piercing through its hide. Next PC slot.
Yeah, I think I'm the only person left, right?
Of course, the rest still there.
Of course, Rat's still working on the ceiling.
Okay. Yeah, could I just take my maneuver to assist? I want to help Courserath get that done faster.
Sure.
Good move.
Because I'm not going to hit that thing.
Give Courserath the boost die.
Yep. And am I engaged with it right now anyway?
You are, yes.
Okay. Fuck. Would Ebb work on this thing to basically make this thing? Well, no, that wouldn't work because other people are engaged. Never mind. I'm gonna try and hit with my lightsaber because I'm right up in its face and I don't want it here.
Difficulty
so
2,
might as
1
well.
setback die, upgraded 3 times.
Yep. And we don't have that many points left, so I won't do that. Sorry. Things on the sheet are all sorts of different places. Here we go. Nope.
Nope.
I miss.
All right.
I'm gonna use those two To give 2 boosts to the next person going.
All right. Corserath,
What does it take to open this ceiling?
give me a lightsaber attack with no difficulty. Let's see how much damage you can rack up.
No
Yep.
difficulty.
And you get 2 boosts.
I get 3 because you assisted me.
Yep.
Does this qualify as technically being in one target?
No.
Does my duelist training apply?
Your duelist training does not apply to cutting through the ceiling.
Darn.
But it is an epic duel.
Do I get to apply a maneuver for yet another boost die?
If you want, you are aiming
Yes.
at that ceiling.
I mean, fighting against a brick wall is kind of a Yu-Gi-Oh duel.
You could call it a duel of the basement. I don't know.
I'm assuming that's wrestling.
You tried.
Hey, nice.
I tried. Yeah. No, it's not my best.
Well,
No, that was
you-
a joke.
It was
Duel of
a-
the Fates.
It was an
Fates.
attempted duel of the
Yeah.
fates, but
Oh, I heard Duel of the Basements, which sounds like an
Yes.
indie wrestling.
It is.
Okay.
Okay.
That is exactly what I said, and it was a poor. It didn't work.
would you like to crit the ceiling?
I would like to crit the ceiling, yes.
Cool. You're about halfway through it.
Okay.
Another roll like that, and you'll get all the way through, basically.
Yeah. The rest of my advantages, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left.
Would you like to use them to slow down the Terminator?
Yes, I would. I'm trying to figure out.
Last time you fought these guys, you had a ship.
Well, we still have ion weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do anything to him because he's not my target.
Yeah.
To be clear, we still have a ship. We just don't have a ship here.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, in the-
We
in the
didn't
vicinity.
lose the ship.
As far as you're aware.
I would like to go back to the ship.
I'll toss 5 boost die to the next person to go.
All right. Its turn. You hear it vocalize. Target priority change. Targeting healer.
Yes.
Two difficulty. Do you have any defensive points, Kitty?
True, because I have a guard Shoto, which means that
Oh.
I have a melee defensive 1.
So 1 setback, 2 difficulty. Electro staff swing. It misses.
Ah. Aha.
Bumps it against the circle.
And the setback is the reason it missed.
Nice.
Like it.
This is why droids should not fuck with the mystic.
So yeah, so
They'll miss.
the ring blade spins out, and basically you use the ring blade to force the electro staff into a different pattern.
See, I know it wasn't intentional from you, Jeremy, but the way you stretched out the word mystics, I heard mystic.
No, that
You
was
were
not
making- as
intentional.
if you were
That
making
would
a
have been a
pun.
much better pun than I tried.
PC slot.
May I suggest we try again with the ion thing with 5 boosts?
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter who does what, but yes. Or who goes when, but
Were
yes.
those 5 spent on boosts?
Yeah, all 5 of
Yeah.
those extra advantages
And
with
that's-
boost to the next
and
person.
That's
that's
why it matters.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because it's only for the next person.
Sorry.
That is absolutely why it matters.
Yeah, so 5 boost to the ion weapon is a good idea, yes.
Yeah.
Watch, I'll still screw this up. But upgraded 3 times, difficulty 2, setback 1.
Correct.
Yes?
Yep.
All right.
I've said it often enough. It's been burned into your brain.
Now, does this count as sabotaging electronics?
No.
Okay.
You
I
are
thought I-
attacking a droid.
Come on!
The boost die, they do nothing.
Holy shit.
No, the boost
It-
die did things.
Yeah.
The boost I did things. Though I do like that 3 of them are blank, probably because the person helping is on top of a ladder.
Well, I'm gonna pass.
I
the
should
three
have asked
person.
if you were going to aim to get another boost on.
Also,
God damn it.
to
Yeah,
say,
I
my
really
next-
should have.
my next rogue is not going to be an assassin rogue. They're going to be a biological saboteur.
There you go. Yeah.
Fair.
John, I always forget to aim. Will you let me reroll that with aim?
Yes, I will let you reroll with aim.
Okay, I'm actually going to take 2 strain to aim twice and get
Yeah.
7 boost die.
Do
And
it.
now
Yes.
I want. I wanna
I
see-
really hope this fails.
Light side point.
Oh my god.
No
Yeah,
joke.
let's use the last light.
No
side.
joke. I
Yes.
legitimately hope this fails.
I agree.
I
that
do
will
too
be
because it will be
hilarious.
hilarious.
All right, Jesus Christ.
You stack
This
the
is where
deck in
this
your
game
favor.
can be a hassle in person because imagine trying to get that.
Oh my god.
For those at home, with 7 boost dice,
Yes.
it was 3 failures and 5 advantages.
And 5 of the boost die are blank.
Yes.
What
Well,
would you like
and
to
also-
see your advantages on?
I'm
Which
gonna
means,
pass them to
by
the next
way,
person.
By the way, which means that not only did the 3 of the boost die that were passed to you by the person on the ladder continue to roll blank, the 2 extra that you took from aiming rolled blank too.
We're playing hot potato with the boost dice.
With boost dice. All
I'm
right, Graz is
passing
gonna
them
go
to Graz.
next. Graz is gonna go
Praise
next.
the
Graz will
sun.
maneuver. Will use their maneuver to aim, so that will be 6 boost die total. Let's see
Want to use
what
your
happens.
Want to use a second maneuver to aim?
Yeah, do it.
Now
Oh.
he's they're keeping their strain in reserve for if they need to parry or
That
something.
is fair.
There we go.
Hey! Would you like to
Holy
engage a crit?
fuck beans.
Yes, definitely engage a crit.
Damage.
You can engage a crit and still have 6 advantages left.
and passing 6 boost die along to the next person.
It's too bad you don't have a double-bladed lightsaber, because then you could have linked strike that and crit it again.
Right? Yeah.
Like
that
you
would've been-
could have crit, linked, and crit on the second hit. Like,
I
Mhm,
want to
mhm.
point out that you can theoretically, with some of those advantages, ask the GM to damage his weapon or cause him to drop it.
Oh.
There are other things you can do. Spending them to help other people is great, but there are multiple options.
The problem with using them to help other people is that requires that other people roll dice.
wow, you knocked
Yeah.
knocked him over with that hit.
Cool.
Knocked him over as in
He's
Literally
prone.
knocked prone. Yeah, he got knocked
Okay.
prone by Graz's assault.
Like you can
Ooh.
you can cause him to
That changes
lose his
things.
defenses until the end of the round with 3 of those, or drop his weapon with 3 of those.
that probably would have made
You
more sense if
know.
I'd done that with the ion blast.
I know what I should.
Some
That's
of
okay.
those things you
Yeah.
can't do on a failure, though, I think. Is
Yeah,
the
you
rule.
can't do them on a
Okay, yeah.
failure. You
Okay. Very good point.
have to actually, some of them, like making him drop your weapon, you have to actually hit him to do that.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. What sort of defenses could I make him drop? It says defense gained from cover, equipment, or performing the guarded stance maneuver. Like, can we bypass that cortosis quality till the end of the round?
No,
or-
you can't bypass the cortosis.
Okay.
quality. But you could make him lose his point of melee defense till the end of the round.
All right. I'll pass on 3 boost die, and I'll have him lose his point of melee defense.
Okay.
Till the end of the round.
So, if it's okay with, I take the next.
Mm-hmm.
I will switch from. I'm going back to the whip because my goal, and I realize this is simply just going to be me attacking and hoping that I get enough that I can do this.
Mhm.
Is to essentially I will get around behind him. I'm trying to get it around its neck so that I'm essentially trying to keep it on the ground.
Yeah,
Ensnare.
Like
you're trying to ensnare
ensnare,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. It's also prone, which does a thing. Let me I just have to figure out what because it's hard to find specific information in this book.
It gives, I think it does something like it gives a boost to melee attacks and adds defense to ranged attacks.
I think
That would
that's
seem
I think
logical.
that's
Called
correct.
check.
Yeah, dropping prone allows the character to add setback dice to all range attacks made against him, although he must also add boost die to all melee attacks.
There you go. So yeah, so you
Yeah.
get an extra
Okay.
bonus boost die from being prone right now.
So
Nice.
that's one boost. How many boosts did you give me?
3.
I gave you 3. There's 1 from being prone as well, so that's 4.
Right.
You can also take an extra maneuver to aim.
Yep. I assume I have to take one maneuver to get around
Yeah.
him.
He's in engaged range, so however you want to move
Okay.
around him.
Okay.
doesn't
So in that
require-
case, yeah. So I'll take 2 maneuvers, get another 2.
And
so
I
that's
think he's
back up to 6
is he
boost
on
die.
right? Is he
Yep.
only upgraded twice now then?
No,
Because
he's
I
still
took away his
upgraded 3
defensive.
times. Still
He just doesn't
upgraded
have
3
that
times.
defense.
You don't
lose the
have
setback
the
die.
you don't
So
have the
it's-
setback die. That's
I
what it
don't
is,
have
yeah.
the setback die.
2 difficulty
it's 6
upgraded 3
boost.
times.
2 difficulty upgraded 3 times.
Correct.
All right. Let's see how this goes.
Hey!
I mean, that's real good.
Nice.
That's real good. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9 damage. I have to use
1 for ensnare.
1 for ensnare. And then
He is
pass in
going.
the next
Oh,
set
no,
down.
it's, sorry,
pass-
it's 2 for ensnare, isn't it?
It
Sorry.
is going
ensnare was-
to.
Just 1.
So that's 4.
No, it's the ensnare is how
5,
long it
6.
ensnares for, I think.
Oh.
So it is going to take 3 strain to parry. You still hit it and you still get to ensnare. But
Okay.
it has managed to avoid taking any damage from the attack.
That's fine. I'm not that worried about the damage. I'm just behind it like
Right.
And yeah, takes 2 advantages to ensnare, so you've
Yep.
done that.
and then pass one down.
Yeah, it is ensnared for a number of rounds equal to the ensnare rating.
So it is
still takes the
ensnared for 1
regular-
round.
It still takes the regular 2 to act.
It's fine. I can try it again next turn
If things come around.
Yep.
Hey, passing that last advantage on as a boost die.
Yes.
All right, who wants to go next?
Who's left?
Vazia hasn't gone.
Yeah, Vazia.
Yeah, Kitty, Avasia, Neres, and Corsorath haven't gone yet.
Mm-hmm.
Vazia will take a swing at it.
So
All right, you get an extra.
one boost die's been passed to you, and you have another one for it being prone.
As you guys just tie this thing to the ground and beat on it till it stops moving.
We are full on Gulliver's traveling it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
That's
I mean, it's a good thing that setback die rolled a blank because it wasn't supposed to be there.
Would you like to crit?
I guess I would.
See?
Because
The
you're
answer
not.
to that should always
Because you did no damage with your lightsaber because it has a soak of 7, but you crit,
Warblade.
or with the warblade, but you can crit.
Using the Warblade. Yes.
Let's see what happens on the crit table today. May not perform more than 1 maneuver each turn.
Nope.
stab
Stack it
through
up.
its leg or some shit.
Yeah, like you just
Right.
like bust up part of the motivator in the leg. All right, next.
I can.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I technically also have the ability to stab things. I'm gonna do that.
All right, you get a boost. You get a boost die for it being on the ground. You get, and it's difficulty 2 with 3 upgrades, no setback because of Graz's attack earlier.
3 upgrades
3
on
upgrades, yeah.
diff 2.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
2 upgrades on diff 2.
3 upgrades on diff 2.
Okay. 3 upgrades on diff 2.
Mhm.
1 and boost die. I'm gonna aim for another boost die.
Nope.
And that is all the things. So bonk. Well, that's a despair.
Ooh.
2 successes and 2 advantages. The
Would you like to trigger a
failures and
crit?
threats canceled out.
Would you like to use your 2 advantages to trigger your crit?
Yeah, why not? This thing seems to be accumulating.
We're
hit
just
points
gonna
pretty fast.
we're just gonna keep
We're-
critting until it's gone.
Well, that's how you kill things.
yeah.
Right.
Effectively, the way you kill things, especially things.
All
you can
boost
hurt.
dice from all skill checks.
Yep. Till end of encounter. So it can't
You
generate.
smack it in the head, and little Tweety droids
Stars,
are
yes.
Yeah,
running around.
you've messing
little
with it.
little pit
messing with its
droids running around.
sensors.
What happens with
Ganon-
that despair,
Ganymedes.
though? Because I'm still a
Okay.
little worried.
Hang on. Let me take a look at my despair option.
Little stealth versions of Ganymede.
Oh,
Your head explodes. if you
I'm
get
going
hit.
to say that you accidentally disrupt the light whip and remove the ensnare quality from the droid.
God damn it.
wait, I can do that from some allies' weapon as opposed to my.
It's so the one of the things I can do with a despair is the active character grants the enemy a significant advantage in the ongoing encounter, such as accidentally blasting the
Yep.
controls to a bridge.
Yep.
The active character is
Nope.
planning to use for his escape,
Makes
etc.,
sense.
etc.
So Kitty goes in after everyone else does, very enthusiastic to participate. And there's just a circle that slices through the light part of the whip a
You-
bit.
you
Just-
ba-
It's the mean girl, just slight narrow of eyes.
what I feel like what happens is you hit it in the head so hard that the head bounces into the light whip hilt,
Yeah.
and the cortosis disrupts the blade enough that it lets go.
Makes sense.
Whoopsie daisy. That's fitting. Cool.
All right, Neres and Corserath. Which one do you want to go next?
Aries, do you want to go first?
Nope, you go.
Chop.
I'm just through a door. Saying helping me out with boost die is always nice.
Well, in that case, yeah, I'll go. You make a good point. Because I'm not gonna hurt this thing with my.
You never know. You might crit it.
Yeah, maybe.
Crit it. Most of you aren't hurting it, but you are critting it regularly, which is the important part.
We don't have any more of the boost die floating around, right?
Not except for the
No,
one.
sorry.
Except
I
for the
mean-
one it gets for being prone.
Okay.
And
And
if
then
you
you can
choose to aim.
you can aim if you want to get another one. Yeah.
Gonna aim. And I think I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Because if you either crit the thing and kill it, that eases us up a lot. Or you roll a
Nada.
wash.
Or, wow, that's impressive.
Thank you.
That many dice.
Do you
Oh wait,
want to take another?
no, you need to roll again. You don't have a setback die
did.
because of Groz's
Oh,
attack.
I don't.
Yep, you won't
No,
have a
you don't
setback
It's on the
die
ground.
until
still-
it's,
it's still prone on the
its
ground.
defenses are stripped
Okay.
Yeah, it's different.
from Groz.
until its
Cool.
turn. Until its turn, it doesn't have melee defense at the moment.
Hey.
There you go.
Would
Crit
you
it.
like,
There's your
would you
crit.
like to
Yep.
activate your crit? All right.
Yes, please.
Let's see what we get. Cannot voluntarily suffer strain to activate abilities or gain additional maneuvers to the so it can't parry anymore. It hasn't been needing to, but it can't if it does.
Yes, it did.
It needed to once. Yeah, it needed to once.
Yes.
It only needed 2 once, but still.
All
And
right.
and you've currently got its modifiers stacked to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, all right, Corserath,
I'm gonna continue cutting this door now. I'm gonna
attack
aim
roll
and
with
cut
no
this door.
difficulty.
Hey.
I crit the door again, or the ceiling.
All right, yeah. The chunk of ceiling comes away and falls down to the ground.
Fine.
Crack.
Can my crit actually be the ceiling falling on the droid?
We'll say yes. We'll say your crit can be the ceiling falling on the droid.
Pong.
Its turn. It
Yep.
busts. It takes some damage from the ceiling falling on it, and then it busts through the bit of the ceiling to attack Kitty again because it's targeting the healer
Yay.
at the moment.
Still got a melee defense.
As it stands up, gets its defense back, is no longer prone.
That's the only maneuver it can take, because it can only take one maneuver, and it's a maneuver to stand up.
Yep. And it attacks. It can't generate. I mean, it can't use a maneuver to aim anyways because it can't generate boost die.
Actually, hang on a minute. One of those crits that it took wasn't it being unable to take its free maneuver for the next turn? Yeah, distracted cannot perform free maneuver on next turn.
So it has to take.
Up.
It has. Well, no, it has to take 2 strain to get up. Basically,
It can't suffer strain to activate
can't
abilities
suffer
that
the
generate
strain.
the maneuver.
It's still down.
We boost. This is
Get up.
It is on the ground for this turn still.
Yep.
That's right. It is.
Yep.
That is right.
Which is good because it means I have a
think it
chance
may
of
have a setback to
assuming
hitting me.
survive.
Not entirely sure about that though.
We'll say yeah. We'll say it
It
gets
still
another
gets its
setback to
defense
hitting you.
back, but
Yeah.
It does have its defense back, though. Yeah.
And it misses Kitty because it's on the ground.
This is why I have a guard shoto.
Yeah.
PC slot. The way is open.
Try to electrocute it again, or somebody else want to go first?
Go,
No,
go,
I
go,
like
go,
this.
go,
I like
go.
this routine we have.
Go. Up the
Yay!
swing at it and then climb.
It's like up the ladder, not at the droid.
right. He's like, if
Uh,
I have to stand here and hold this thing down another turn because somebody doesn't go up the ladder.
Could I have taken the extra strain to take my extra maneuver after I finished cutting the hole in to climb up the ladder? Into
Oh
the
yeah,
hole?
sure, yeah.
Cool.
You flip up the ladder into the new area.
6 ion damage.
Still, the damage is still reduced by armor and soak.
Not for ion, I don't
Yes,
think.
it is. I'm reading the line.
Oh,
I read that
that's
out of
weird.
the ion
Okay.
description.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Ion
But it
weapons are
does-
ion
Armor
weapons are
specifically shielding against
ion weapons.
Okay.
Ion weapons are designed to affect electrical systems instead of dealing raw damage. They are fitted to ships to knock out opponents' shields, sensors, and engines. They are shorter range than laser weapons and deal larger amounts of damage, but their damage is dealt to the target, usually a vehicle, as system strain. The damage is still reduced by armor and soak. Droids are affected by ion weapons, taking damage to their strain threshold.
Okay.
So it still reduces it, but it would do direct damage to its strain rather than wounds. Is basically how it works.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'm less excited about that, but I still hit it.
you did hit it.
And I didn't need a boost die this time. Oh, yay.
Would you like to use your maneuver to climb a ladder?
Yeah. No, actually, I'm gonna wait until everybody else is up.
Yeah, it's so fucking goddamn bored.
I'm gonna use it to get to the base of the ladder, and if I can hold a maneuver and wait, but Crack is not gonna go up if there are other
you
people
can't.
still down here.
You can't hold a maneuver.
Yeah, then I'm gonna say,
I
"All
love how we're all going to insist on being the last one down here, and we're all gonna just be stuck down here with this droid.
Next PC slot.
Raz is going to attack and then climb up the fucking ladder. Oh,
Your
that's
weapon,
not great.
the droid parries your attack in such a way that it actually jams the electrostaff into your lightsaber hilt. Your lightsaber hilt
Okay.
is damaged a further step.
Okay, and those are 3 boost die as I haul ass up that ladder.
Next person in line.
The order in case anyone dies.
Vazia would like to go.
All right.
Huh?
Aaron said that they were going to wait till the end of the order in case anyone dies.
Also waiting until the
We'll get to
I
that
said
argument.
late in the order.
Oh, late, not last. Okay.
Sorry, you cut out and I couldn't. I had to interpret.
Yeah.
No,
because-
That's fair. No, that's absolutely
we
fair.
need to be engaged to res people.
Right. No, legit.
So, Vazia, you got 3 boost die from Graz.
and a boost die for it being prone still.
Oh.
So
Then I should re-roll mine because I didn't have a boost die from it being prone.
Oh, you also had 2 setbacks. Oh no, yeah. So yeah, you should
One
reroll
to
yours.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me re-roll mine.
Turn your quality back up 1, and then reroll.
Yep.
And you can
Okay.
roll yours
Boop,
too
boop.
while you're wait, Avasia. Actually, no, because yours actually might affect that. Hang on.
Yeah, the number of boost die you have might change.
Okay.
Like
Well,
none.
it's not damaged. Like, sorry. So you don't get any boost die. I apologize.
Oh, okay. Well, do I get the one?
You get one
You
from
get
each.
still
one
get
from
one
it
for it
being
being
prone.
prone.
What's the difficulty on this?
Difficulty 2, 1 setback
Okay.
die, upgraded
1
3
setback.
times.
Okay.
Just a threat.
Nope. And then she will go up the ladder.
All right, so Graz and Avasia get up to the 2nd floor. Next. Also, Crack, you can't be the last one up because you have to lift Nereus up.
Yep.
Wait, but wouldn't I do that from down here?
You can do that
You
from
should
either direction.
probably do it from up there, but it's up to you, I guess.
If no one else is going to climb the ladder until they're the last people, Corsaras is going to take this turn to shoot the damn thing because he's up on the next floor already.
Go for
I
it.
mean, that's
Yeah.
fine. Like order honestly doesn't matter a whole lot at this point.
Yeah, because it's just PC slots right now. Yeah.
Ilyana is specifically trying to wait to last because she wants to see how many people are being dumb and trying to just be
Nereus
down
will go
here.
next.
I was gonna. It's fine.
So with Horserath, he's at short range right now, right?
No, you're at medium range
No.
because you're quite a ways up
There. Then 2 difficulty to shoot the damn thing.
with a setback because. Actually, no. I'm
Because-
gonna say no because he's prone, but you're shooting down.
I'm shooting straight down at it. Yeah.
So no, you just get the 1 setback die because he has range defense.
And I'm going to take a maneuver to aim because I'm sitting up here.
Because that's one of those things that's never really that is hard to account for in mechanics. Is it's harder to hit somebody who's prone if you're shooting at them from a distance, but it's not harder if you're shooting at them from above them. But that's a complex mechanical thing to incorporate.
Yeah. Blam. Threats. I miss.
Hit the ground. Next, Nereus.
Yep. I'm gonna try and climb up.
Give me an athletics check for you because you
Athletics?
because you don't have normal legs, so it's harder for you to
Yeah.
climb this.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
she
You
can be
still have
upgraded.
that.
Oh yeah, you had it upgraded.
It's
3 times
upgraded
still.
still. I'm
Remove the
sorry.
upgrades.
I didn't realize that. Let me reroll that. Hopefully it's better.
I mean, it really can't be that bad.
So yeah, you cannot climb this ladder. It is not designed for a droid with your leg structure.
Yeah, I've got like a tripod. It's not really good for ladders.
No.
I spent some time attempting to like hook one leg and it's yeah,
You're trying to spider climb, it's just not working.
this will not work.
Can I go next, or
Go for it. Yeah, no, for sure.
Kitty lets out a groan of frustration, picks up Nereus, and climbs the ladder that way because I'm Wookiee sized.
Give me,
Legit.
give me a diff 2 athletics check because you're trying to climb a ladder while carrying something.
It's fine. I think I have that.
You're a Wookiee. Athletics is not that hard.
Yeah, Nereus specifically.
That
is
I
really
don't
bad.
actually. Well, it's fine. Diff 2 athletics. Yay. 1
Succeed.
1 success is all you needed.
Yeah, whoever was still being down there was going to get carried. It just happened to be Nereus.
That's fair. That's fair.
So Kitty carries Nereus up through the hole. Last PC slot.
Yeah.
It's okay. You get to watch Crack get killed.
I mean, so it's still on the ground.
Yep.
Nope, Ilyana's just going for the stairs and going up. She is okay with this.
All right. You
If it
climb
had
up.
been anybody else, she was holding it down. She was going to try to hold it down. But
So we are apparently not as cool as Crack thought we were.
NPC
Or
slot.
Ileana is not inclined to help people who don't help themselves.
Well, again, I mean,
Yeah.
I
Her
as a
dark
player,
side nature took,
in-
yeah.
NPC turn. There is only one target within melee range. It is kind of
Yep.
fucked up and can't pursue. It stands up because it does have its free maneuver back.
Yep.
Do you have any melee defense, Crack?
yes, I do actually.
Ooh.
Do you have a guard Shoto?
No, I have a defensive. Yeah, I have a defensive saber. It's not a Shoto.
Yeah, well, it's a defensive saber type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just defensive one though, I think.
All right. So one setback, 2 difficulty. I mean, it kept missing Kitty with this, so. But not you.
Did not miss.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stun damage as it just smacks you in the face with this electrified staff.
I do get to soak
You
that,
do
right?
still soak it, yes.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
I think Crack is one of the highest soaks in the party. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there with Graz.
He's a beefy boy. Okay.
He's a sturdy fella.
PC slot. Crack, would you like to climb the ladder?
Well, yes. Can I attack it first though?
Sure, if you want.
Okay. I mean, I think at this point it's more of a trying to get it off of Crack.
I
And
just have
Crack's
this
legit-
Stab and run.
Yeah.
I
I mean, honestly, I did think I had to be down here to use move. I didn't think I could
It's fine.
use
It's fine.
Deliveries up. But so 3 upgraded 3.
Yep.
Defense
One setback, 2 difficulty, upgraded 3 times.
All right. Total wash.
Again, it's very impressive to get a total wash with you upgraded 3 times.
With that many
Yeah.
dice, yeah.
I would like to use the ladder, please.
You climb the ladder. I just have this vision
You
of
try to
like,
climb the ladder, but unfortunately, there are 2 people trying to push a crate over the hole right now.
I was picturing like in Dark Souls, you're like doing the down kick motion.
I just have this image of how this worked, being like everyone up the ladder, up the ladder, up the ladder, up the ladder, and Cracks like looks back to see if anybody's left, and he's an electro staff in the face, and right up the ladder. But you all get up the ladder. There is indeed a bit of cargo up in this room that you've climbed into that you can slide over the hole. And as you push it over,
Can
closing
Corsair
off the
take
hole.
two-
can
slow.
Korsra take the ladder?
Yeah,
I
you
was
can
gonna
take the
say,
ladder.
can we pull the ladder with us? Okay.
Yank the ladder up with you really quickly, and as the hole is sealed over and you hear the droid beginning to try to find another way around, that's where we're going to end for this week. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.